Everybody rise and shine. It's time for the Klein Alley Show. Happy Thursday.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to your pre-Quinn. For some people, this is it. I just talked to someone yesterday. They said they're going to work till tomorrow and then they're done till 25. And I said, what do you even do for a job? And this is like someone that I know is a friend, but they always have like four, a bunch of different side hustles, kind of like Omar. And they said, I just do stuff when I have to do stuff. And outside of that, I just don't do anything. And I'm like, that's not even an answer.
Then do you even technically have a job?
That's kind of what I was wondering. But I guess
can you get fired from that?
I don't know. It seemed like they're making some money, but I have no idea. I think a lot of people now that crypto hit $100,000, Bitcoin hit over $100,000, everyone who had a little bit of crypto now is feeling like they're a billionaire.
Yeah, but that's only the people that bought right at the beginning.
Yeah, or potentially.
Not idiots like you and me that bought when it was like really high and then it started tanking and we freaked out and sold everything.
Yep, that's right. That's what we did. I know there's some people listening right now that are feeling pretty good about themselves because they got in on that crypto at the right time. They got some of that Bitcoin. They're looking at their digital wallet going, I am technically a multimillionaire.
My digital wallet is empty.
So is mine.
But there are a lot of other people that lost millions on crypto. So at least there are bigger losers than us.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true, though, because I'll tell you, and I can't believe I'm even going to admit this now because this is one of the more shameful things I've done recently. I realized that at some point during COVID, I had spent a couple $100 on Bitcoin and Ethereum and Doge and all that stupid stuff. And I had completely forgotten my login to Robinhood or whichever the account I was using. So it was sitting there and I completely even forgot about it. But somehow had set it up where every month another, let's just call it $150 was going into it, and it was buying some sort of a hodgepodge of crypto
like
coins.
A portfolio of crappy
a portfolio of crap is what I got.
Crypto.
So right around the time of the election, like right around the time it was like
the 2020 or 2024,
the most recent one. I got some sort of an email, and it said, you haven't touched your crypto wallet in a while. And I completely even forgot I had it. So it was like, I was like, oh, my God, found money. And then I looked at it, and it had a little bit of, like,
$4.
Bitcoin. No, it actually had some value.
Wow.
I mean, north of 1,000, but not much more than that. And I go, well, I didn't realize I even had this. I'm selling this immediately. The day I sold it, where I still ended up losing money somehow, is when everything started going up, firing up. So,
yes, because that's when I finally started making my money back on Doge, because I spent a couple $100 like you on Doge, and then it just tanked. And I think I was at like $75 worth after buying 250.
Yep. That's how you know you're doing it right, when you lose half your value.
Way more than half. And then after the election, everything shot up, and I was able to finally make my money back and sell it.
Yeah, see,
but it's crazy because you sold right before that.
Right before. I don't know what it would be
it was
worth.
like on election day before the results.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen here. I better get rid of this quick.
Every investor was like, let's just wait and see how this turns out.
And I have a buddy that's understands this, or at least claims. I don't know if anyone really understands it, but a buddy who claims he understands it, and he speaks about it very intelligently. I still have no idea. I'll have conversations with him, and I'll be like, you got to do this, buy this, diversify that, boom, boom, boom. And he seems like he's doing great, but he's also a single guy, so I don't even know what he has to pay for. But he was saying to me, he's like, load up on all the crypto you can get your hands on.
Oh,
and
really?
Hold, and that'll be your that'll be your meal ticket out of this radio world. And he was probably right. And of course, like an idiot, I go, nah, I don't think this guy knows what he's talking about.
What? Why did you think you knew better than he did?
Because I feel like he's got to be wrong eventually. He's been right so many times.
Well, and if somebody just tells you, hey, buy this, spend a bunch of money on this, trust me.
Right.
You're like, but that's my bunch of money, and I don't know if I really believe. And you don't feel like you have the power to really follow through on what he's telling you.
And in the history of the world, if you think about every time any friend of yours has given you a hot tip, be it on a bet you should take, or hey, look, I don't want to speak too much out of school here, but there's some stock that's going to go live tomorrow, and they're doing something with weed and this. I've heard these a million times over the years. And a lot of times I'm like, all right, really? Because everyone loves getting the, quote, inside information.
Oh, that's what I did with GameStop.
It's the best, right?
It was like, buy GameStop, it's going to crash. And then it's like something screwed up and I lost a bunch of money.
Allie's the only person who didn't make money on GameStop.
Yeah.
Like, the whole world made money on that. And Allie somehow
I don't even think GameStop made money, but I did.
Allie shorted it somehow.
No, I didn't either, yeah. But I also still don't understand what we're doing with Bitcoin.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we understand
or not. So it's just become a useless... Like, we have money in this Bitcoin wallet, but what happens?
Yeah.
We still haven't figured out...
People that understand it, and they love dummies like us because they just keep on getting richer. And yesterday, as much as you think you saw a lot of people posting their Spotify raps, everyone was also posting their digital wallets. Going, ooh,
really?
Well, because they were going, crypto is north of 100K for the first time ever, Bitcoin. So everyone was all excited.
Such a douchey post.
People were like, yeah.
Check out my wallet. 2024 crypto wallet. Cool.
So anyway, if you are not a billionaire, don't worry. We can relate with that. And we got a good show planned for you. Tell you all about it next. KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. If you need us, the numbers to join, 800-520-1067. Remember those numbers? You'll need them today if you want to go to Disneyland. We got those coming up for you a little bit later this morning. 4 one-day, one-park passes will be yours just in time to celebrate the holidays, the happiest place on planet Earth. We get you in. Also, we got for you this morning tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Not once, but twice. You don't want to wait around until 9 a.m. this morning, and I get that. Busy people, busy schedules, busy days. We'll have some pairs to give you before then. And all you got to do is just keep on listening, keep on interacting, and join and interact with this show.
Yeah, and good morning to all the net bangers on our YouTube live stream. Just if you're wondering, Klein, Pantyhose Greg is very active on the YouTube live stream. So if anyone wants to connect directly with Pantyhose Greg, he's there and he's got on his shirt-to-waist pantyhose. And Elle said on the YouTube live stream that my hair looks good today.
Well, there you have it. That's the most important stuff you need to know about.
Empty compliments. Go to the YouTube live stream for that.
Get your eyes checked.
New to the show. Actually, Allie, someone did want to insult you. Hold on. This is someone that has been listening to the show for a while, but has never felt the need to call before until you said something so stupid yesterday.
Hi, all. First-time caller, long-time listener. Anyways, listening to today's podcast, 12-4, and when Allie was talking about the genetics part of it, clearly shows Allie has no understanding of genetics whatsoever.
Oh.
So you were talking about the sperm you bought yesterday and how you think that you got bogus sperm or dupe sperm or something like that. And
I think that maybe things got switched around.
You got a switcheroo. And anyway, this woman claims that what's your theory, because your kid does not have the eye colors you thought you paid for and does not have the hair you thought you paid for, well, she says you don't know what you're talking about.
Clearly shows Allie has no understanding of genetics whatsoever. Yes, your sperm donor and you have exactly like the same traits, but that doesn't mean 99% of the time you're going to get those traits. You guys both just probably carry the recessive gene of both. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.
I love you, you big idiot.
Yeah,
that's what she's saying.
Look, I get the whole recessive gene thing, but what are the chances that it's happening for like every single feature?
Well, she said 99%. I don't know where she came up with that number, but she seems like she was well-spoken. She didn't sound drunk, so I'm going to say she's already more qualified to answer that question than you are.
Just think about how, like, even you keeping track of your own stuff at home and how difficult that is for you, right?
My own stuff, like my own semen, you're saying?
No, just your own things.
Oh, got it. Yes, impossible.
And then you think of a hospital or a bank with thousands and thousands of vials, all with different numbers on them, and then they have to pick the right one, send it to this place, then send it over to this place, then defreeze it with all these other ones, and then make sure that you have that exact one to put in that exact vagina. What are the chances that you're going to screw that up?
Well, there's also a bunch of babies in the hospital. You kind of gotten switched at birth.
There have been
exactly.
quite a
There's
few
so much
switcheroos.
room for error.
And not to sound racist or babist, but a lot of babies look the same.
Exactly.
So the idea that one baby goes down to the... I mean, my wife, our first kid, she refused to even let them take take my daughter down to the nursery because she said...
You're going to screw it up?
She said, not me. She said that they will probably switch and give us another baby. I said, probably. What are you coming up with these? She goes, yeah, it happens all the time. People just leave there. It's like you grab a kid, take a penny, leave a penny with kids.
But I think that's why we should all just get microchipped.
I agree with that. I mean,
just like, right. Like you do with a cow. Just puncture the ear, boom. That's a way to track them for the rest of their life.
It says here that in the U.S., out of 4 million births, 28,000 are switched at birth.
That's so many.
That's a lot. I mean, I don't know if that information is accurate, Jay, because you just look
it's
for
the internet.
Well, okay, if it's on the internet.
But also think about how many people in hospitals are overworked. They're working usually 12-hour shifts easily. A lot of these labor and delivery nurses, they're working overnight. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so to have a little switcheroo. I bring the wrong car keys all the time.
I like the concept of a switcheroo because if things are going well, you just keep the kid and raise it as your own. But if you realize 6 months in, you're like, I don't really have a connection here, you can be like, let's find the real one now.
I don't really have a connection.
I think it's a good concept in general.
And then they're like, it is yours. And you're like,
damn it, we're stuck with it.
That's why.
$100 of Allie's money. I don't know what that works out to in the world of Bitcoin, but if you would like $100 of Allie's money, which is like 0.0000001 Bitcoin, you can call now, 800-520-1067. 5 questions stand between you and riches, and all you got to do is be on the phone and answer these questions about the news, and we'll do that next.
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
And that's that loving sound.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky sometimes.
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Dane.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
Final day of September. There's some more news. Take it or leave it. We're entering the tail end of ASO, the greatest 3-month span of the year, August, September, October. We're getting into the O part of it, so get ready for that. And speaking of O part of it, Oasis tickets coming up at 9 o'clock this morning, again at noon, 3 and 6. You'll win them all day for the shows just announced happening at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. But first, Allie would like to admit that she was wrong, and it takes a big woman.
Thank you.
It takes a big woman with an even bigger laptop to admit that they were wrong about something. And we found some audio of a claim you made on these airwaves.
I'm not admitting I'm wrong, by the way. I don't know where you expect me to do that. There were other extraneous circumstances that came into play after the fact.
You, back in July, whenever Prime Day was, I finally got myself a computer because mine crapped out after like a decade. And you also had a crappy computer. And you decided... It's an
old computer that also has had a significant amount of water damage. I spilled an entire bottle of water on it about 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm amazed it's lasted as long as it has.
When you first talked about this situation, I just want you to hear the reaction that Omar gave you, because we were laughing at you and saying that this was a terrible idea many months ago, and now, as you have now just had to purchase a new computer... It's clear that we were right.
It was a decision I made.
It's clear that we were right and you were wrong. But here, this is audio from, I'm going to play this to you. This is from back in July.
I also have an old-ass computer, but instead of buying a new computer, I settled on buying a new battery because the main problem that my...
Now, that laughter from Omar is what we're all thinking, which is...
That's laughter support. Right, Omar?
Nope.
That's him laughing, knowing that in a few months we would get this exact story we're about to get right now because he knows... how ridiculous it is. So much so that Friday, on the Friday Flex segment on the show, Allie decided to flex about her plan. Listen to this.
With Prime Day being a big part of the week and Americans spending a record number of billions of dollars on stuff that when you really think about it, you don't need. I got out of this week only spending $44 on Amazon. My computer is a piece of crap as well, and I was like, maybe I should do what Klein did and get a new computer. And I was looking through, and I wasn't really happy with the deals I was seeing, so I ended up buying for $44 a battery.
Allie,
that I can put in my computer, sad. And it's basically new. Gets here on Sunday. Flex.
It's not a flex. This will backfire on you, and you will wish you had just gotten a computer.
No, it comes in a little kit.
And now all the computers,
I have a kit.
All the computers that were marked way down that are back to regular price now, you're going to get screwed enough to pay full price. You had a little laugh there, Allie. That was a few months ago.
We didn't even detail the problems I had with the kit when it arrived. I had a lot of problems installing the battery. I had to go to Best Buy and go to the Genius Bar or whatever, and they wouldn't help me because it was a third-party item.
So go ahead, Allie.
Eventually, I got the battery in.
The floor is yours now. Now, here we are. Fast forward to the end of September, and this was back in July, so not too many,
I blame Apple for this because every time they make an announcement about a new product, I think that all of our products start degenerating, and my computer started experiencing some other issues where it was getting slower and slower and slower. It wasn't holding a charge anymore, and every time I pressed the O button, it pressed like 5 O's, and it was getting really difficult to do my job. So this weekend, I decided it's time for a new computer. But here's the thing.
So your battery experiment was a total fail.
But the battery, I didn't realize at the time, was just one symptom of a much larger problem. At the time, the battery was the biggest issue.
No, we all told you that. We said bad battery is usually an indication that the computer's got a bunch of stuff it's trying to figure out, and the battery is just the first place you notice it.
Well, you don't know that until you replace the battery.
Oh, my God. You won't admit you're wrong. It's crazy because
so anyway,
if anyone were to look at the details of this, they would go, well, Allie will finally just admit she was completely wrong and should have taken the advice of her coworkers.
I got 2 extra months out of my computer. It was an end-of-life decision.
but endless times of frustration. I sent some audio to Allie or something, and she's like, she was trying to download some software, and it took her like 10 minutes, and I was like, dude, this should take you seconds.
It took me 10 minutes to open my email.
Oh, my God.
So that I could check if you had sent it to me.
It was crazy.
There is that moment, though, when you know whatever it is, your phone, your computer, like, there's no choice but to move on. But
yes, my days were numbered. It was the end. It was like I should have put it out of its misery.
Yeah,
so
we all said that.
I know. So I got a computer online, and I got it at Best Buy or whatever. I went and picked it up. And here's the thing is I don't really, I also blame myself for being gay because I don't know inches anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know sizes. I'm not a size queen. And so I don't know the difference between 13, 14, and 16 inches. I decided, you know what? this is a new computer. I want it to, I want a bigger screen. I'm going to go 16-inch. And I got a MacBook Pro, and this thing is enormous.
It's so big.
It's so heavy.
Yeah.
I'm so paranoid that I'm going to drop it because
it's funny watching you lug it around.
It's just so, it's like having a television set.
Yeah.
It's just insane. It's overwhelming,
It's
and I don't know what to
past
do.
the point of portable. I think you just
really
have to set
is.
up.
I think I accidentally bought a desktop.
Yeah. So anyway, that's once again just
battery works great though. I've been using it all weekend.
Yeah,
it's not even halfway done
because you didn't put it in because the geniuses put it in.
That's a great idea, Klein. I should put a new battery in this thing. I think it needs one.
You definitely should not.
I got a kit.
So you are wrong.
I was not wrong at the time.
How much would you have saved if you bought this computer back then?
I don't know because I don't think they had this computer on the Prime Day deal. By the way, Prime Day is coming up next week.
Yeah, you also missed your Prime Day window because if you just waited another week, I think Prime Day starts again.
I couldn't wait another week, Klein. It was impossible.
It's unbelievable.
It would have taken 7 hours to get ADD News together.
You middled yourself between the two Prime Days.
I did.
It's kind of funny. Radiohead always put us in a good mood. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. $100 up for grabs every morning right around this time. If you're new to the show, you're listening, driving around, wondering why you were hearing our voices in the back of your ride share, it is your sign to call and win some money. 800-520-1067. The same numbers you'll need later this morning if you want to win things from us like Kings tickets, you want to win Disneyland tickets, you want to win tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, happening 9 days from today at the Kia Forum.
Getting close.
It is getting close. And there's a lot of theme songs that come through in honor of Allie and things that have happened on the show. And today, there is no exception. Many people inspired by the stories of yesterday to leave brand new Allie Knows the News theme songs.
Her eyes are hazel, but her kids are blue. Doctors used the sperm she didn't choose.
There's so many people that were inspired by your stories of thinking you got the wrong semen.
Hey, Sweet Dibs, just wanted to leave one for Allie Knows the News. She's asking for a refund because her kids' eyes are blue.
Yep.
Let's find out if Allie knows the news. You got to keep the kid, Allie.
All right. That's good inspiration right there.
Like I said, though, I would rather my side of things get switched than the donor gets switched.
Yeah, the donor, at least the kid's got a shot. Your side, the kid is screwed.
Test your knowledge against cougars. What do you have to lose? Let's find out if Allie knows the news.
Say hi to
Happy hoo-ha.
Thank you. Happy hoo-ha to you.
Happy hoo-ha.
Jay, welcome to KROQ, and good morning. How goes it?
Morning. It goes good. How about you guys?
Going great. Got 5 questions here, all about stuff going on in the world. Allie's going to go ahead and sequester herself in a room far, far away. Tomorrow,
I'm going to go sequester.
She's going to sequester, and she will not hear these questions. She has no idea what they will be. Let's see how you do compared to Allie as she exits the KROQ studios. You can see what all this looks like on the YouTube stream right now, or you can just listen along, because there goes the door. And your round, Jay, of Allie Knows the News starts right now.
Allie Knows the News.
The Lakers lost by this much last night to complete their worst 2-game stretch in the history of the team.
Lakers lost by 41 last night.
All right, question number 2. This fast food joint is giving away hoodies for National Comfort Food Day.
Comfort Food Day, I'm going to say Burger King.
Question number 3. Apparently, words were reportedly found on the shell casing that killed the United Healthcare CEO. What is one of the words that they claim was written on the shell casing? This is a big story breaking this morning.
I'm going to say increase.
What'd you say?
Increase.
Go to question number 4. This legendary rapper / female water polo enthusiast claims that he was thrown out of the green room last night at the Rockefeller Center tree lighting ceremony.
I'm going to say Flavor Flav.
And finally, question number 5. Honda is recalling 200,000 SUVs for what reason? What is the reason they're doing a big SUV recall right now?
SUV recall, I'm going to say the airbag system.
Airbag system. All right, let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. See how you do at the end. If you do better than Allie does, she instantly gives you $100. We've paid thousands of dollars to people every single morning just for playing along in some Allie Knows the News action. Gambling on the news. Making the news more fun. Allie, here we go. Question number 1.
Hello.
The Lakers lost by this much last night to complete their worst 2-game stretch in the history of the team.
In the history of the team?
They've had a terrible 2-game stretch. But last night they lost by how many?
30?
Oh, no, not high enough. This guy got it on the number. 41 points they lost by last night.
Who would they play?
41. A kids' junior varsity basketball team.
Well, I read something about how LeBron has missed
Yeah, he's had a bad stretch.
30 of his last 3-point attempts or something like that.
His son is now ashamed to play with him, he said. All right, we go to question number 2. Jay got that, by the way. Jay's up 1-0.
Damn.
Usually when the player goes up 1-0 early, they end up leaving with the cash. Yeah. So we go to question number 2.
I lose confidence quickly.
This fast food joint is giving away hoodies for National Comfort Food Day.
Oh, I think it's Panda Express?
He said Burger King, but Allie is absolutely right. And finally, maybe all those stupid Panda Express onesies I bought years ago as an investment will finally pay off.
No, I don't think so, because they're giving them all out for free now.
That's right.
They literally have no value to the company.
Yep, Allie's right. She tied it up. Panda Express giving out some hoodies so that you can hide your shame. We go to question number 3. It's tied up now 1-1. Question 3. Some words were found on the shell casing that shot and killed the United Healthcare CEO yesterday. Name one of the words that supposedly was written on the shell casing.
Yeah, I still need to get updated on this. I found a few other things, but I have not read this part yet. It says...
Any guess?
It was on the shell casing?
Written on the shell casing.
Smith & Wesson.
Decent guess. But not right. You actually may have said that too. That's Allie. She's a real gun nut if you can't tell. Deny, defend, depose were supposedly the words that were written on the shell casing.
Dang.
We go to question number 4. It's still tied up. Here we go. Question 4. This legendary rapper / female water polo enthusiast claims that he was tossed out of the green room last night at the big Rockefeller Center tree lighting ceremony.
Flavor Flav.
All right, he got that as well. So it's not.
Flavor Flav be everywhere, by the way.
Anywhere
there's cameras, he's there.
It's really unbelievable. He's become the new, that band Train that was at everything? That band that was like, anytime there was like an opening or a tree lighting, the band Train was there.
I love Train.
Flavor Flav has become the new Drops of Jupiter. He's the new
or maybe
Train.
he was cloned. Maybe it's like that Multiplicity movie where there's just like 7 of them.
It's a good movie.
He claims they got tossed out. I don't know who would do that because he's such a lovable guy.
Totally.
Final question. Still tied up. Here we go. Honda recalling 200,000 SUVs for what reason? What is the reason that they're doing the big SUV recall?
Something with the brakes?
Oh, good guess. Johnny's got brake problems. He guessed airbag issue. The correct answer, neither you're right, is fuel line something. Leaks with the fuel line.
Fuel line something?
Fuel line something. I'll give you guys a tiebreaker right now because this is getting exciting. Here we go. Whoever's closest will win. The color of the year for 2025 has officially been declared by whichever company always releases their...
How is whoever's closest going to win this?
No kidding.
Well, whoever's closest to the color of the year,
How do
Allie.
you know what's close or not close to a color?
If it's complimentary, you lose.
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna decide who's closest.
Closest on the color wheel?
Closest on the color wheel on the Roy G. Biv scale. Who is the closest? The color of the year for 2024 has been declared. What is the color of the year, Jay? We will let you go first. Then Allie will give us her answer.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to say since the Dodgers won the World Series, I'm going to say Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue. Okay. Oh, by the way, I messed up the question. Let me just start again.
Oh,
this
my
is
God.
the color of the year for 2025. They're predicting this will be the color of the year for next year. This is not the color of the year we just had. If you want to change your answer, I'll give you a chance. 2025 prediction, this will be the color of the year for the year ahead, according to the company that always predicts it. Pantone, I guess. They always predict what the color will be. All right, you want to guess again? You want to go with Dodger Blue? Jay?
I'm going to just go with Dodger Blue.
All right, Dodger Blue, he believes will be the color of the year for 2025. Allie?
All right, I think just because of the state of the world right now, I'm going to predict white.
It's not color, that's a hue.
What are you talking about? White is a color.
No, it is not. It's a hue.
You're saying because Trump won, white is the color of the year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
2025 is going to be all about white.
All right, Allie is the furthest away because it is quite the opposite of that. It's actually brown. Mocha Mousse is what they believe will be the color of the year for 2025.
How did this come across your news feed?
Dude, it was a hard...
What the hell?
Most of the news today, honestly, is about the CEO that got shot. And so as a result, to try to find other stories for questions, you got to look for this year-end crap. And this
Mocha Mousse?
Mocha Mousse will be the color of the year for 2025. Mocha Mousse.
Starbucks new mascot?
The Mocha Mousse, everybody!
Hey, Jay, you were closer because I would say that nothing could be further from Mocha Mousse than white. So congratulations. $100 coming your way, all right?
All right, Jerry knows the news.
Yeah, that's right. Jay does know the news.
Or I can buy you 0.00097 Bitcoin.
I'll take the Bitcoin.
Okay.
What?
I think your math is wrong, Allie, and I think you have to now spend thousands of dollars.
Oh, this guy Bitcoin now, Allie.
Damn it. What did I do?
That is a verbal contract you don't want to stand behind. Lincoln Park Show continues next, K-Rock. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Always some controversy here. Travis, you're on KROQ. What's going on? What did we do wrong already? We've only been on the air like 20 minutes today.
First of all, I've listened to you guys a ton of times, and I love you guys. You guys are great. First time I ever called, I'm amazed I got through. Second of all, Allie was speaking, and she said white. And then somebody jumped on her and said that white's not a color, it's a hue. But white is not a hue at all. It's the absence of colors or hues.
You hear that, Jake, you big dummy?
No, actually, I looked it up. It's a shade. But what's the difference between a shade and a hue? No one knows.
Okay, Jake, just admit you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Look it up.
Oh, my God, damn.
You said it was a hue. It's not a hue. That makes you wrong, boss.
What's the difference between a hue and a shade?
This is either a horrible joke or a horrible fact. I'm not sure. Let's just end it.
All right, goodbye. Thank you, Travis. You're right. Jake's wrong.
It's not a color.
All right, thank you, Travis.
Love you guys.
Thank you. Thanks for listening to the show. God damn
Absence of funny.
That is Jake. Jake is the hue of unfunny, for sure. So we're officially in that time of the year now where I guess people are starting to really think about 2025, and they're trying to think about, do they come up with some goals? Do they make some? Do they do
Which,
that?
by the way, to me, this seems way early. Like, I don't start reflecting on the years past until probably after Christmas.
Yeah, but you know what?
Wait till Christmas, and then, that week between, Christmas and New Year's, that's when people usually do the reflecting. I can't stand that everything is coming up earlier and earlier.
Everything is getting faster and moving. And
there
was I read about it, I already forgot the answer, but there was a scientific reason why time feels like it moves very differently right now, and it's moving super quickly. Everyone knows about that week between Christmas and New Year where it's just no one even knows what day it is and it's weird.
I love that week.
Right. It's weird.
Awesome.
It's like Bermuda Triangle style weird week.
Love it.
But right now it does feel like the second that last plate was cleared off the Thanksgiving table, it was like fast forward now and everything is end of the year, get ready and start planning and this and that. And I'm getting all this stuff in my feed now too. That's like time to plan your 2025 and set your goals and make it
all about
happen.
brown moose.
And it's all about mocha
no
moose,
wonder
baby.
you get brown moose in your feed.
Mocha moose. But the real reason, Omar, I think it is because that, as you know, one of the words of the year for 2024 was manifestation.
Brain rot.
Right. Brain rot was another one. The opposite of manifestation. It's funny that the two words of the year completely contradicted each other. One side of the society was on brain rot. The other side was on manifestation. Now, I sat down with I had a plan to sit down and come up with like 10 things that would be cool to try to accomplish in 2025.
That's way too many.
I know. Well, as of right now, I was able to come up with 0. But I sat there and I go, this is not a good sign that I'm going, I should sit here and write down things that you'd like to accomplish, whatever they could be.
And you're not ready.
Right,
you're not ready to reflect, like Omar's saying. If nothing's
dude.
coming, don't force yourself.
I sat
Do it
there,
on vacation
said,
when you're not worried about work and you're not worried about your kid's recital.
I said something will come to me. I said something's got to come to me. I just need one to get started. And I sat there and I got nothing. And then I wrote down like, I was just doing this. I go, I got to have something. And I was talking to Vanessa about it, and she goes, she's already all full of goals. She said she's got like all these dating goals locked in already. And
she's going to slay next year.
She's manifesting the D in a big way.
A week.
And
whoa, Vanessa.
The opposite of my goal.
Yeah, listen to this. Tell me if you don't think this is the craziest. She's got a theory about dating.
I just open and close my legs until I slow down.
Whoa.
Omar, delete that.
I didn't know if that was live or recorded.
Where's that even from?
That's great.
I don't even know.
Omar, play that every show many times.
Omar.
Yep, you got it.
It's
If
really.
you had the power, Omar, you'd be screwed.
Oh, man.
Hey, Omar.
What's your dating tip?
I'm married.
Vanessa.
Oh, my God.
Stop hitting on Omar. Hey, Vanessa, in all seriousness, what is this theory you have between now and the end of the year? Because this theory is interesting. If you're single, maybe you agree with this, but she's got an interesting take on everything. Go ahead.
Okay, the overall goal is that I'm not going to date anyone until the end of February, because this is what I think. Right now, December, the bash of man, and if you're one of this man, I'm sorry, this is just my opinion. The bash of man for December are the men that if they want a date, it's because they want someone for the holidays, and that's it. And I'm not interested in that.
So you think right now it's just kind of the leftovers?
Yeah, leftover men. Sorry if you're one of them. I'm as you can tell.
Well, you're
I
a
guess I'm
leftover woman, so
woman.
you can say that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, January is the beginning of the year. Why would I want to start dating at the beginning of the year? No, at the beginning of the year, you have momentum. You have momentum to just like start your year with positivity. And usually, like dating someone gets in your head, so that's not positive.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to focus on yourself in January, New Year, and all that. Yeah,
February, it's Valentine's Day season. I don't want to date a new person during Valentine's Day season.
Mm-hmm.
I will wait for that, even though I do love that holiday because I like chocolate. Anyways.
So you're waiting until after you will not date anyone. You're saying right now.
Until March.
Even though you just claimed you will open and close your legs repeatedly. I just heard the clip. You are saying.
I hate that clip. Delete that. What is the content behind that
You
clip?
said it. I don't know.
I don't know.
You claim right now you will not even consider dating anyone at all until after February 15th.
Correct.
Because you believe
Nice.
every man out there currently available is a leftover loser. Is that your quote?
We're all leftovers, losers. We're together, guys. But yes.
Yes, but what if Mr. Right walks into the picture?
Well, he can wait for me until March.
I know, but what if you're missing? What if you miss an opportunity? Don't you always have to kind of be
I'm missing
open?
on opportunities, Allie. Honestly.
Really, you think
Doesn't
that it's
feel
that
that
bad
way.
out there?
No, I don't feel like I'm
But
missing out.
it's interesting because she was talking to Johnny yesterday about the dating trends and how it really is the bottom of the barrel at the end of the year, and then through spring and summer. Spring and summer is when all the hot people and the people that are like, hey, it's time to get out, it's time to start boning.
Yeah, right now is called cuffing season, and it lasts until, like what Vanessa said, like February. And then after, from like February to April, that's when people start breaking up. That's when everybody starts splitting and become available again. And then by May and then summer, it's hot girl summer. It's everybody's out and about getting loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Like, that's the time
This
to
is
really...
Vanessa during that summer.
I just open and close my legs until I slow down.
That is hot girl summer for sure.
Wow.
Aggressive.
Right, Vanessa?
Vanessa claims all the good men. There's not.
I'm going to not talk from this point forward.
Okay.
Good luck and it drops.
Whatever, slut.
All right, you said it, Vanessa. Now I understand why you're taking a 3-month break now. Makes sense. Get that girl an
gotta
ice
build
pack.
up your strength.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, I don't know what the context of when you originally said that was, but I'm sure it was.
It's juicy.
Okay, well, now I
I
understand.
think that's her rollerblading.
Oh, I got it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, right.
Right, we get it. All right.
That's
Quick
what she's
break.
doing every day is rollerblading.
She's taking
Us
a...
gays know what that code is
Yeah,
for.
we know rollerblading. All right, anything else you'd like to add, Vanessa, or is that it?
Or do you hate us?
Terrible joke.
Okay, thank you. Quick break, more show next.
World Famous KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
Imagine you hearing that song at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena next September. We'll make that happen for you starting in less than 2 hours this morning on KROQ, and all day long and all week long. Oasis tickets. Their first show is happening here in Los Angeles. We will get you in. So on Friday after the show, I got involved in a very strange, high stakes, dangerous, very dangerous.
Involved is a strong word.
Well, inadvertently involved.
You weren't involved.
You know, it's amazing that you are going to S this. You're going to talk S about what
You were
happened.
sitting in your car.
I'll explain what happened. You tell me how you would have handled it. Because
Okay.
so many people, after I started posting the live coverage I was doing of this police pursuit followed by a complete police standoff in the middle of Beverly Hills, people said, Klein, this is one of those things that would only happen to you. It seems like people goes, this is a story that I would hear you talk about on the radio and would have said, is this a real story or is this made up? But now that I was putting all this evidence of it up, everyone's like, it just seems like it would only happen to me. Has it ever happened to you before you say what a stupid thing that happened?
No, you are somebody who is prone to holdups. You're always being held up for some reason.
Right. Yes. And so much so that when I was late to go see my wife on Friday because of this, she goes, there's always a story. And I go, yeah, You're right. There's a
There
story.
is always a story
I'm in
because
the
you
mi-
attract it.
I'm in the
somehow.
middle of a police standoff where if I got out of my car, they
But
would.
that's where you exaggerate a little. You were not in the middle of a police standoff.
Well, if the police
you were
are
in your
Al,
car, boxed in by cops.
Yeah, front row seat.
if
That was awesome.
if the police are on one side of me,
You were a good bystander.
and the perps are on the other side of me, and then you got guns drawn going both directions, and I'm in the middle. What do you call that? Am I not in the middle of a police
You
stand?
were in the middle.
No, you were behind the police.
You had a front row seat.
Guys, there was police on both sides, but front and back.
You're a
guns.
glorified bystander.
The only people between the police were the perps and me. That's it.
And you were too scared to get out of your car
No,
and get a better angle.
They wouldn't let me get out of. I got reprimanded to get out of my car, and well, I'll explain what
Were
happened.
the cops there when you arrived
No,
at your car?
no. So I am driving down like a stupid idiot. I text my wife. I was going to meet her. She had a doctor's appointment. I said, I'll meet you because it was not far from the radio station. I said, do you need me to get you anything on the way? Which stupid question.
I don't know why you do that to
She,
yourself.
she used to say, no, I'm good for a while, and that was great. So I would just ask, get it out of the way. This time she said, oh, you know what I'd love is a matcha latte.
Uh-huh.
I said, stupid matcha latte every time. So I pull over to go get a matcha latte, and I'm driving up, I think I was on Beverly or one of those streets in Beverly Hills, I forget. And all of a sudden, there's two open spots, meter spots. I never see anything like it. Usually, you can't find any parking there. It's the worst. So I pull into the one spot, and I'm looking, and now I've got my car parked. I'm looking for any sort of change so I can throw something in the meter. I think a quarter gets you like 6 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Not a lot. But I just said I just got to throw in 2 quarters because if you don't, you'll get a ticket instantly there. They're like right on top of it. They love giving out tickets. So I put I'm looking for change. I'm bent down. In the time I bend down to look between my seats for change to when I pop up, I then see cop cars come from every direction, like on a full 2 pull up to the left of me. Some are pulling down the street. They're shutting down. I see them shut down the street in front, shut down the street behind. And I'm going, oh, my God. I think I pulled into an area that had already been cleared for whatever they were about to do. But I didn't realize it. I thought it was an open spot.
Oh,
They didn't
so you
stop
think
me.
that they somehow got the cars out of the way?
I don't know what happened. I never see that kind of parking, but no one stopped me, or maybe I ignored a cone or something. I don't know. I just pulled right in, and I go, oh, it's a great spot. It's my lucky day. Then, of course, cop cars start circling all around. They start in the thing. All right, get out with your hands up. And I think at first, I don't see any other car. I just see me. So I'm looking and going, what the hell did I do?
Right. You think that you
There's a
maybe,
couple-
or I would think at that point I look like someone who's committed a felony.
I have been
Like,
pulled over before
You do
because
look like somebody who's committed an offense.
I drove the same car for a while as a guy that was apparently the leader of the Avenues gangs. And when I used to work and drive around early in the morning in the Los Feliz area, Glendale, whatever, I got pulled over one time, and they explained to me they thought I was in the Avenues
Whoa,
gangs.
cool.
And I said, I wish. How do I get in? So they start doing this, and then I open up my car door to get out, put my hands up, because I thought at the very least this will be a good story.
Oh my
and
God,
then,
that would have been so funny.
and
You
then-
should have done the thing where you get out for the front window and then you fall down and your pants come off. That would have been so great.
Which
You
I
should have
thought
done
of
it for
it.
the show.
And as I start to get out of the car, the guy yells at me very loudly, by the way, hey, you get back in the car! Get back in the car! Like that. So I get back in my car. And then I see 2 cars up. There is a car that has cops' guns drawn, going up on both sides of me now. Shotguns out, pistols out. No BS, Allie.
They had shotguns?
Yeah, there's video. Johnny, post some of the footage. I gave Johnny exclusive footage. They're going up and they're circling surrounding this car now. Black car. So
Why
clearly,
does that matter?
I'm just letting you know, Beverly Hills racist.
Oh, okay. Got it.
They are circling this car. That's all I can see is the black car. I don't know what's going on inside of it. I don't see how many people there
Was
are.
it a nice car?
I couldn't see anything other than the fact
Because you were just a bystander.
Yeah, I was at this point. I was in my car and I decided to do some live coverage, play-by-play of what's happening. But the cops, I mean, it was a serious, this was something that was not like a traffic stop that turned into 3 cops, 4 cops. This was something that clearly they had a plan in place because cops came from every direction at the same time.
So you think somebody was stealing something, or do you know what happened now?
So first of all, they won't let me out of my car. I'm boxed in. They got cop cars next to me. The whole
matcha's
street
getting cold.
The whole street is blocked off. I can't even get out and get the matcha.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the stupid matcha.
I know, it's
sitting
probably
there.
sitting there getting all disgusting.
So I try to get out a few times. They say, get back in your car. You have to sit in your car. And so I'm sitting in my car. Meanwhile, I see my blinking meter is red blinking. And now all of a sudden on the scene is a meter maid. walking up and down.
Still doing the stuff?
Yeah, putting tickets on cars in the middle of a police standoff. And I'm going.
They're like, but you can go ahead, do your job.
And I'm tapping on my window, waving at her, going, I'm here. Like, I'm pointing. I can't get out and put a quarter in there. I'm holding up the quarter to show
She's
her.
holding up the ticket like, there it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, I'm right here. I go, what? They will do anything to give you the tickets. They don't stop the tickets. So anyway, long and short of it is, they keep me there for about an hour. Then we leave the car. They get these.
What's great is that you missed your wife's doctor's appointment. That would have been boring.
Yeah, it would have been. But I actually somehow made it for the tail end of it, which is the worst part.
Jesus.
I didn't even get to see the disrobing part. It's the whole reason I was going to go. Watch
I don't
the
know.
disrobing.
I feel like exaggerating with an hour. I bet you were there 10, 20 minutes.
No, you can look at clock in my car the whole time. But anyway, they got these guys out. 3 guys get pulled out one at a time, handcuffed, walk backwards, the whole thing. And then I finally asked one of the cops, I'm like, hey, I know you guys are in the middle of something. I don't want to be a dick here, but is there any way I can get out of this parking spot? And then the guy was like, hey, you're the KROQ. He knew the voice, listens to the show or something. So thank you, Beverly Hills Police Force, whatever. And I said, hey, can you tell me what happened here? You know, he's like, I was like, it's cool. I won't talk about it on the radio. He's like, all right. So here's what he said. This was a stolen car from San Bernardino. And apparently the guys were doing a bunch of, I don't know if they were like smash and grabs or break-ins around there.
That's kind of what I figure is robbery.
And I think they caught one of the guys in their crew, and that guy ratted out those guys and said their next plan is to do the same thing in like Beverly Hills.
Cool.
So they were like,
intercepting the job?
They were on the lookout for these guys.
Wow.
And they took them down. And it was, you know, I mean.
Is there anything about this story on the news anywhere?
No. No, just right here. That's very exclusive.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're alive.
Life or death situation.
You had some really peak sitting.
So
peak sitting this weekend.
Just saying, sat in my car.
I mean, there you go. That's it.
Had to listen to KROQ for an hour. It's not easy, guys. Quick break. Back in a second. More show now. Let's do some news, and we'll get into a brand new hour of the show. Probably the greatest hour of your life. The only way to find out is to keep it locked here on KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. No, seriously, grab it. The shortage is real. It's time for ADD News. By the way, if you need any, I know a guy.
So I don't know how it's possible, but they still have not found this guy who shot the United Healthcare CEO in broad daylight in Manhattan yesterday, even though he left many things at the scene, potentially. There were shell casings that were left at the scene with the words deny, defend, depose. And there's a lot of theories about what that means, but the most likely reason is that it's a play on a common phrase in the insurance industry, delay, deny, defend, which is what insurance companies do when they want to avoid paying your claim. They just delay, they slow everything down, then they deny everything, and then when you fight back, they defend their denial, and that's just how everyone gets screwed by insurance companies. And it's weird because there's a very mixed reaction to this, because there's a lot of anger around healthcare issues in the United States and how unaffordable it is. And in LA alone, the cost of healthcare is 65% higher than the national average. So it makes sense that people are pissed off. So there's a lot of mixed feelings, but also there's a person who's dead, and that's not okay, and we need to find the shooter. The shooter also left a water bottle, a cell phone, and potentially a power bar or granola bar wrapper.
And apparently the online sleuths were working overtime, because whenever there's a mystery that the experts can't solve, all you need is strangers on the internet to solve. And I was reading this crazy story yesterday because they claimed they had no idea where the guy went, but he escaped supposedly on one of them city bikes that they have in New York.
Yeah.
And those are all, I guess, trackable. And some, just regular person on the internet was like, this is the bike the guy was on.
Was it a city bike or was it just an e-bike?
Well, whatever it was, the guy claimed, I don't know if this story turned out to be true or not, but he said, I can scrape data very easily, and this is exactly where the bike went to. So it's like always interesting when, think manhunt in the middle of New York City. But
we'll be able to find surveillance video and track him through the city.
And there's been a lot of footage that's been released. Actually, I was shocked. Yesterday it came across my thing quite a few times. They actually were showing the footage of the guy actually getting shot. It was surprising that they released that.
It's surprising that they have that much footage, though, because I feel like a lot of the cameras in Manhattan, they're like, yeah, that hasn't worked since '96.
I know.
But
back to the original point you made about the insurance thing, and this is the part that's so effing frustrating, because this is the part of all of this I can relate with the most is that if you do actually have insurance, which is already feels like a minor miracle, just to even have insurance, pay for insurance, do all that, you think when you do need it, like, okay, because that's the idea. For the most part, you pay for it and you don't need it. But then every once in a while, you need it because something happens. And you're like, now I just need mine. Now is when it really, this is why I have it. And then they come up with a million reasons why it doesn't
and they
apply.
grind you down, and they grind you down on purpose. And it's not right.
That's why the feeling is so helpless, because you're like, I did the things. I got the insurance. I made sure I was covered. This unexpected thing happened. It's now going to either cost me $50 million, or if my insurance kicks in, I can actually afford it. And then they're like, yeah, sorry, it's on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we found some tiny little clause here that applies to this claim, and that's why we don't need to. Sorry. And then in order to fight it, it's more money for you to try and bring it to court.
The whole thing is ass backwards, because it should feel, at least in theory, it should feel like they're there for you. They're fighting for you. And it does not feel that way. And it hasn't felt that way in a long-ass time. And I've had quite a few different insurance carriers because all of a sudden one place you're with goes, oh, we're jacking the rates up, we're tripling. And meanwhile, the doctors are all angry. They're all saying to me, oh, we don't take that insurance anymore because they don't ever pay us.
Right.
It seems like in every part of this equation,
everyone is equally frustrated.
And that's the part that's so crazy. So much money in this country that they can't figure that out. It's insanity.
Should be thinking about this granola bar left at the scene, because I've been trashing granola bars for a long time. They're not enough, even as a snack, as a breakfast.
Still get angry.
You feel angry. Okay, you're going to do things that you wouldn't normally do because you're not in your right mind, because it's not a satisfactory meal.
It's not a Snickers.
It's not. All right, right after Klein ate at House of Prime Rib, there was an article that came out from SF Gate about a new lawsuit claiming workers at House of Prime Rib are being mistreated and denied breaks and off-site meals.
What are the odds I mushed a restaurant that's been around since the 1800s?
That you have never mentioned, that we've never even talked about, and I have never seen one news story about House of Prime Rib.
Only positive stuff. And then I mentioned
After growing up in the Bay Area for my entire life.
I mentioned I went there for Thanksgiving on the radio, and 2 days later an article comes out. The first bad article this restaurant's ever received.
It's so incredible. And then I had ridden Frontier Airlines for the first time. I shared my official review. And I'm like, yeah, okay, they kind of treat you like crap. That's their thing, but it is cheap, and I'm glad that I did it. Yeah, the bag fees were ridiculous. It was $150 for a bag, but still, I would fly Frontier again. Now I'm reading that for the first time ever, they're adding first-class seats, and they're going to be charging more for those seats. And they've developed a new narking program where, because as I explained, you can't put even a backpack in the overhead bin without paying $45.
Right, but people try to sneak it up there anyway.
People try to sneak it up there anyway. So they're developing this new program for the flight attendants to get paid $10 if they narc somebody. And see them do that.
Are you kidding me? Oh.
I was like, oh my God, that's so messed up. So you're turning all of your employees into narcs, essentially. And $10, is that enough incentive to be a narc?
And also, by the way, eventually that'll trickle down to the customers. They'll start paying the customers to narc on each other. Because if everyone's got their eyes peeled for other stuff going on, you're getting a free drink if you narc out the person next to you. That's going to be a giant airline of just everyone ratting each other out.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches, baby.
True.
Careful.
That's true. All right. The National Board of Review just named its Best Picture of the Year and its Best Director. And I don't know much about the NBR Awards, but apparently they're a huge tone setter for the Oscars. And Wicked won Best Picture and Best Director for the NBR Awards. And many of their picks end up winning Best Picture at the Oscars. The thing, though, is that a lot of people thought Barbie was going to win a ton of Oscars, and they basically got completely C-blocked by Oppenheimer. And I would hope that Wicked would get a little bit more respect. Just because it's a musical doesn't mean it shouldn't be taken seriously.
Yeah, it shouldn't be taken seriously because it's adults with face paint on. That's why it shouldn't be taken seriously.
It's really high-quality face paint.
We get into
they built Oz, Klein. They built it. That was a real train in the movie.
Brand new hour of the show right now, and here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, welcome to your prequend on a Thursday morning. How the hell goes it? Klein Alley Show. Rather cold this morning getting in my car to come to KROQ, but things at some point today, I'm sure, as always, will get to close to 80. Although it felt damn ass cold, 40-something. I'm telling you right now. I don't play around, Allie. And it was fog all over the place, like driving through a giant bong hit on the way to work
cool.
today.
I like fog.
That was the sound of me. I was nervous. Nervous. We got lots going on this morning.
I don't
on the
know
show.
if I can get you.
I made it.
Turn on the heater, man. Relax.
I put chains on my tires just to make sure I got in today, but I got here.
I put chains on.
Generation
Southern California, man.
Generation Wars. We'll get to that coming up later this hour. Today it's going to be a Gen X versus Gen Z battle for some Kings tickets. That's happening this hour if you'd like to represent your generation, because apparently if you're born in a decade, you are forced to hate people that were born in a different decade. That is a rule. It's always happened, always will happen. So as a result, today, Generation Wars will pit the Xers versus the Zs. If you are in either of those generations, be ready to play and win yourself some tickets and bragging rights for your generation. We'll get to that. Of course, new holiday season is upon us, which means there are new rules for giving gifts. We'll get to that in just a moment. And now there is someone that wanted to let you know, Allie, that you have ruined something for them. So here we go.
Three divots. I'm just calling because I'm sitting on my couch watching basketball right now, and I can't help but listen, and everything that they're saying belongs on the gay sports highlights of the week. I just want to say you guys have ruined commentating sports for me, because everything about it is gay now. Yeah. Hope you're all enjoying your day or night, whatever. Bye.
Yep. He said he can't even enjoy basketball now because every call sounds like it should be in the gayest sports highlights of the week.
Hey, it's part of my big gay agenda, right?
Well, when the Lakers lose by 41, nothing gayer than that, right?
That's true. You know, there are a lot of updates from people on the text line about this United Healthcare thing. This is Cripple Cody, and insurance tried to deny my wheelchair, saying it wasn't medically necessary.
Oh, my God. That guy doesn't even have legs.
I know.
It's crazy. this morning on this Thrifty Thursday, El Cheapo will be here to talk about the tips that you should be giving and the tips you don't have to give this holiday season. That'll be happening later this morning. If you're someone that counts on tips, depends on tips, we'd love to hear your stories, the good ones you got and the times you feel like you got totally stiffed. This is the time of year that tipping used to be. It used to just be this was the time of year where tipping would happen. And now it's become a year-round thing because of all those dumb screens that are judging you constantly wherever you go to do anything. But
it will be El Cheapo tipping edition for Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets.
So that'll be coming up later this morning here at KROQ.
Question for you. Do you have a long list of people that you have to buy holiday gifts for?
Just made the list last night, as a matter of fact.
How many people deep is it?
Well, it started as a very small list, and it was like cousins, and it started just with the immediate, and then it started all these questions about the garbage man and the mailman.
No, I'm not talking about any of those people. I'm talking about people that you actually buy presents for.
Oh, I forgot to even write you guys down. Jesus Christ. The list started getting long.
That's what started. As the list gets longer, your anxiety just grows and grows, and you're like, oh my God. But then in my
head, I had like a number for everyone, and then I was like, all right, there's 6 people. I think this is about right. And then when that list tripled, I was like, all right, well, they're all going to get a third of what I was originally going to give them. Because you start just doing the math, and you go, like, that's a lot of people to give. And then you go, at some point, it's even worth it. If you just end up giving everyone a stupid cookie, isn't it better just give them nothing at that point?
Oh, yeah, I don't want a cookie.
Right.
That's stupid.
Jake, you'll get a cookie. Don't you worry.
But hey, I've given you guys a box of cookies before.
That's true.
Did you guys not like those?
That's
cookies.
Right. Cookies in a box.
Okay.
I was going to buy the box of cookies, open it up, and give everyone a cookie.
And wrap it.
I was thankful for it.
Yeah, that's right. Jake would love that.
Here's the other thing. When you meet somebody and they get integrated into your holiday list, you have a new friend, whatever, a new family member, then they find a partner. And then you're like, okay, now I'm supposed to get something for you and your partner. Then do you start going for the couple's gift? Or do you do an individual gift for each person? And then
wait, just because this person shacks up with somebody else doesn't necessarily mean that you are friends with that other partner.
And by the way, they're going to hate you if you give them a gift. There's nothing worse than receiving a gift from someone that you didn't even think, that didn't even cross your mind.
They're probably not going to get you one either, by the way.
And that's the worst, because all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I got to go get them something or act like. That's why I always carry extra Starbucks gift cards in my wallet this time of year, so that if anyone hands me something I was unexpecting, I go, I got you too, boom.
If somebody gets married to that person and then they're a part of the holidays every year.
But if you're not friendly with the other person, no.
Yeah, you can still give a gift to just one of them.
Well, for example, my friend, we get gifts for each other every year. Now she's married. The husband's a nice guy. It's not like I hang out with him solo or anything like that. But I would feel weird not getting him anything and just being right in front of him, being like, here you go, wife, here's your gift.
What would you give her, though? Like, would you give her something that would only be useful for her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would, normally.
That's why I don't like to do couples gift, because I feel like a couples gift is just kind of a cop-out. It's like, here's a platter. Like, what are you supposed to do for a couple? Yeah, it's something that sucks. So I don't want to just do couples gift.
My wife gets lots of gifts from her, clients, coworkers, and it's always stuff that I can't use, and other lovers, and it's always
trainers.
It's always like cream, like neck cream.
Wow, it is always cream.
It's always cream. And I say, stop putting cream on my wife, for the love of God. It's too much cream.
More cream.
But like a box will arrive, and I'll think to myself, oh, good, I'll get...
Your wife is so soft.
So soft, the softest. She's like a baby otter.
She doesn't need that red laser thing anymore.
And I think to myself, oh, good, a gift arrived. Maybe there's a meat in here or something I can enjoy. And it's always just more... female creams and stuff. It's nothing for me.
Because these two people are very different. If I was going to find something that was good, unless I was doing like a date night thing, like, here's 2 tickets to AMC and popcorn and a, kind of a date night thing.
Great gift.
I think so too. But then here's the other question. If that couple has a child, do they get knocked off the list and you only buy a gift for the child?
Yeah. That's the...
Really?
That is, I believe, the... Look, I think that the reality is this. You have a friend for a while, you give them a gift, they're single. Part of you giving them a gift is because they're single and sad like Vanessa. Then they move past that. They find someone. Then you can almost, I think at that point, you don't even need to be the person to give them a gift anymore, because now they got the partner that should be taking care of that. That's their gift. But if they have a kid, then sometimes they creep back in and you feel like, all right, I got to send the kid a little something.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, well, the parents definitely also need something because they have a young kid, and that's really stressful. But then I think that everything gets like the parents get knocked down or out completely when a kid is born, and that sucks for them.
Yes,
you know,
it does.
like then Christmas and all that stuff just becomes kind of lame for the adults.
Can you imagine the parent that resents their kid because they got a gift and they didn't?
Yeah,
That will probably be my wife.
but that is the case. Look, when I get home to my house this time of year and there's boxes, and I always think to myself, well, one of these days is going to have my name on this box. I don't think I've ever seen my name on a box. Unless it was mislabeled, but it's always something for the kids.
And that's exciting to see your name on a box.
It is exciting. It's very exciting.
When it says Catherine on it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but like it's always something for my wife or something for the kids, and I've accepted that. And I just
is that just part of life? Then?
That's just part of life. But I think that the question you're asking is, can you give a gift do you give a couple gift? A couple's gift.
Yeah, 626 said couple gift equals nobody gets a gift.
That's kind of
nobody ever uses the gift to share.
Yes. I think that's that's why I like.
Unless the movie theater, that's a great idea. I think.
If it's like an experience, or like a gift card to a restaurant they really like or something like that.
That's pretty good.
A lot of people on the text line said they'd like to give Vanessa the gift of cream if she's interested.
Gross.
Just letting you know. A lot of offers on the text line.
In March, she's accepting.
In March, she will start. You got to put that gift on layaway until March. We got to take a quick break. I don't think we've solved anything, but we'll be right back. When we return, things will get good. If you represent Generation X or Generation Z, if you're a Gen Zer or a Gen Xer, you'd like to battle, defend your generation, prove that you are the most important generation in the history of society. We got some Kings tickets up for grabs right now. More importantly, bragging rights for your generation. Get on the phones now, 800-520-1067. Generation Wars next.
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
And that's that loving sound.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky sometimes.
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Dane.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
Klein Alley Show. If you're on the phones now, we can't wait to talk to you at 800-520-1067.
Call somebody else and play with them, jackass.
You can also play with us right now. Postmaster Johnny in the studio. He had a big late night last night at the Palladium for the Kooks. How was that? A good show?
That was amazing, man.
Holy
Holy
you
crap.
hanging out with Nicole Alvarez. Are you guys an item now?
We're buddies, yeah. That's the homie right there. Big sis.
Big sis. That's, I'm sure, what she wants to hear.
Well, yeah.
She's going to love that. All right.
She's big sis, yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. So you guys went out together?
No, I met her there. I went with the homies, and then she went solo, but then one of her homies met up with her, too.
Mm-hmm. Good show?
Oh, dude, it was insane. It was like, I'm not saying, like, I know I said in the show overtime, like, we're girls sober, but we might have met somebody in the crowd.
Oh, you did?
And it was really cool because she was really nice, and she had a boy's name, and I really like that.
Oh, you like it when girls have boy names?
Yeah, it's, like, really cute.
Yeah.
What was her name?
I don't want to say it yet.
Is it like Charlie?
Harold. Kevin.
My name's Bruce, but I'm a lady. I'll give you my number.
Did you meet a guy last night, Johnny?
No. She was definitely...
Johnny!
No.
Johnny doesn't know women.
He'll learn.
You know what? It doesn't matter anymore, guys.
Yeah, it's 2024.
That is true.
No, just kidding.
She had a boy name and a boy face and a boy body and a boy penis.
No.
And I loved it.
It was sick. We were in the
let's get to it. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know. Say it.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, up for grabs in this exciting edition of Johnny Doesn't Know. Sayings. 4-pack of tickets, WonderCon, March 29th through the 31st, Anaheim Convention Center. Those will be yours, and all you got to do is predict whether or not Johnny will or will not know these very well-known sayings, proverbs, etc. For instance, let's do a practice one, Johnny.
All right, come on.
Never judge a book by its cover. If someone were to say that, what are they really saying?
Like, don't judge Allie, like the way she thinks and stuff because of the way she looks. Like maybe she's like very intelligent, or maybe she's like very dumb.
Why are you bringing me up?
You're sitting right in front of me. You're sitting right in front of me. I don't know.
All right,
I
that's
mean,
right.
he's right.
You are book shaped.
I was right.
You're book shaped. All right, so he does know some things. All right, Janet.
Don't judge a book by her figure.
Let's go to Riverside now. Janet, will Johnny know or not know this expression? Here we go. When it rains, it pours. Will Johnny know what that means? Yes or no, Janet?
Sweet Divots.
Sweet Dips.
I'm going to say... I'm going to say no.
All right.
I don't even know.
She says you will not know what it means when someone says when it rains, it pours. She says you will not know. Johnny, if someone uses that expression, what are they trying to really say?
You've told me that one, I think, because it's kind of like when something good happens, a bunch of other good things start to happen. But then when something's like terrible, a lot of bad things start to happen.
All right,
Wow,
Johnny.
good job,
Yeah,
Johnny.
Good Johnny. That's right. Sometimes that's right.
There you go.
There you got it. I've used that before.
Yeah, you told me that one.
Look
Yeah.
at that. We're teaching Johnny the ways of the world. It's unbelievable. Because a lot of times we use expressions like that are this common, Allie, and he looks at us like we are speaking a different language.
But you're teaching him because you're his big bro.
That's
Radio Bros.
big. No,
Big bro.
no. Let's don't. Nope. Dan Pico Rivera, welcome to KROQ this morning. How goes it?
It goes well. How you guys doing?
Good. Johnny doesn't know expressions. Will Johnny know this expression? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Will Johnny know what that means? Yes or no?
I'm going to say yes.
Wow. Confidence. He doesn't look in his face right now, but go ahead, Johnny.
Wait, I'm still pondering really quick because it can mean two things. Don't bite the hand that feeds, like something that gives you a lot or something very detrimental to you. Don't take too much of it, and don't try to betray it or don't try to overstay your welcome with it. You know what I mean?
No.
Like
I'm with Allie. I have no idea what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you're giving something that's like, or you're receiving something that's very amazing. Don't try to take too much of it, and don't try to like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do it too much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, what
don't
else?
bite the hand that feeds.
You said it means two things, maybe.
Yeah, it was that one.
So
or
what's the other one?
well, the other one is like also like don't like overdo it. Like if somebody like don't try to steal from your work and stuff, you know, because your work gives you so much or something like that, you know, because they pay you to be there.
Oh,
don't.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Because
No.
your work, I think I'm understanding a little bit.
Translate, please.
Break it down for me, please.
He's
Go.
saying that if you work at a place and they're paying you, don't steal from work because they're giving you stuff.
You know what, Johnny?
Yes.
I'm going to
And
give you
that
credit.
is-
That
yeah.
is right. Yeah, that's
The
right.
first one was completely
Yeah,
asinine, but the second part
right.
made a little more sense.
Dan got his right. He predicted correctly. Johnny, you know way more expressions than we gave you credit for. I'm
Oh,
shocked.
wow.
But I wonder how many he's learned just being in this building.
All of them.
A ton, yeah.
Every
Yeah.
single one of them, Allie,
Yes.
somehow.
Because he talks to
Dustin.
Jim, who's like 75, and
Right.
this is like how he talks.
Yeah. Dustin, how goes it?
Hey, how are you?
All right.
You hear me?
Well, yeah, we got you. Will Johnny know this expression? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Will Johnny know what that means? Yes and or no? It's Johnny doesn't know expressions.
I gotta go with the no for Johnny.
All right, Johnny, this guy's lost faith in you, even though you've gotten everything right so far. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Why would someone say that? What are they really saying?
Well, I know this one because one of my exes said this to me one time, and she was just like, "You can't have your cake and eat it too." And I was really mad at that because I didn't know what that meant, but I knew it was bad. But it really was kind of like it's saying like,
Did you tell her that?
well, no, I just kind of gave her one of those looks where
I
I'm
don't know
like,
what that means, but it feels bad.
I asked her, yeah.
You had an ex that said this to you.
Yeah, because she was getting upset because she's like, you think you could have everything like all good at once and stuff, but you can't. And I was like, I gave her one of those looks like,
Huh.
you know, I was like, what the hell does that mean?
Right.
But I knew it was bad though. So yeah, it's bad.
So what is
Yeah,
it?
but that's not the
You're
answer.
not
It's
giving us the
bad.
answer. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
You can't, like I just said, like you can't have everything your way that you want it to and enjoy it because it's not going to work like that.
I mean, he's
I'm
kinda
gonna
right.
say
He's
you're
right.
right, Johnny. I'm going to say you're right. It's unbelievable that you've
Wow.
gotten this many. I thought Allie, in the past, I try to make these as easy as possible, and still he gets hardly any of them right.
No, it means that Johnny's improving.
So
Yeah,
Johnny's
yeah.
learning. Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, Johnny know what this means. Yassine.
I think he's gonna know.
All
I
right.
got faith in
God,
him.
everyone's got faith in you. No one has ever had this much faith in you ever. Johnny, Rome was not built in a day.
Well, Yaniv, you played yourself because I don't know what this one means. I don't know. Wait, let me think. Rome.
Yep. Is in which country?
Italy.
There you go.
All right, there we go. Sound it out.
Burrata. I don't know. It was built in a day. I don't know.
Wasn't built in a day.
It wasn't built in a day. So it takes a minute to kind of build it. So you kind of got to like chill. I don't know. Patience. Is there something about patience?
Johnny?
Patience.
You're the smartest dummy we know. Allie, a lot of people predicted correctly today.
We're getting to Gustavo.
Gustavo. Congratulations. You're going to go to WonderCon, and hold on because we got some more tickets to give away for that as well. So hang out. We'll pick someone else up off the air. Johnny, congratulations, my friend.
Well, thank you.
You really can't judge a book by its cover, Allie. Look at that. Generation Wars can begin. It's KROQ, your Klein Alley show. The best is when generations try to argue over who has ownership of certain bands or songs, because they'll say things like, well, that band was formed in my generation, so they are a Gen X band. And someone else will say, yeah, but they didn't blow up until their song went huge on TikTok. As a result, it was my generation that made them what they truly are.
Oh, I mean, just imagine Johnny's new love of Goo Goo Dolls and how angry it has made us, because we were the first to love the Goo Goo Dolls.
So many middle-aged housewives are going, Johnny, wait in line, pal. We were into the Goo Goo Dolls, and now he's just discovering after the fact. But
I fell in love with Iris.
That is the resurgence, and that is why generations will always hate each other. In this edition of Generation Wars, we're looking for people from Generation X battling people from Generation Z.
And I was actually hearing this yesterday, that Generation X is also sort of known as Generation Lead, because they were at the height of the lead paint, lead and everything, cool. Lead and gasoline. They were exposed to the most lead.
Well, that explains Jake.
Hell yeah.
Jake has got a lot of health issues, probably from all that lead he ingested.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe those are the weird poops he had.
They claim if you're born between 65 and 80, you are technically Gen X. And if you were born between 95 and 2012, you are Gen Z. So we've got someone on the phone representing both of these generations. They will be answering questions that the other generation should know easily, but will they know? And we will determine who reigns supreme. Last time we did this, which generation won, Vanessa? I can't keep track of this stuff. Who won? Do you remember?
Gen Z.
Gen Z won last time, and that was a Gen Z millennial battle, I believe. Let's say hi to Mario. Mario, how old are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, so you are right smack in the middle of Gen Z. Let's battle you against someone who is representing Gen X. We say hi to Michelle. Michelle, I know it's not polite, but how old are you?
I am 45.
Okay, Gen X. Here we go. It's a Gen Z, Gen X battle. Only one will get bragging rights for their generation. And this will determine, depending on how you identify as an Xer or a Z, if you should feel good today or hang your head low.
I think there was a lot of crossover between millennial and Gen Z when we last did this.
Yes.
Like Gen Z knows a lot about millennial culture and millennial life and vice versa, but I think this is a bigger gap that there's not going to be a lot of knowledge of each other's generation.
Start with Mario. Mario, first question goes to Gen Z. Gen Z. What was the name, Mario, of the mascot of Camel cigarettes?
I have no idea.
See, I bet you Michelle knows this. I bet you Michelle knows this. No problem.
You're obviously not cool.
Because that's one of the things that they really moved away from was all that great cigarette marketing.
Oh my God, the Marlboro Man and all of them. They were all over billboards.
Cigarette cartoon marketing was all the rage, and it was cool. But do you remember the name of the mascot of Camel cigarettes, Michelle?
Was it Joe Camel?
Yeah, you know it was. That's right. That's your sweet spot right there.
Hey, I'm Joe Camel.
Oh, man.
And I smoke cigarettes.
He had that, like, weird penis nose where everyone was like, I think his nose is a penis.
Yeah, but he had sunglasses on.
Yeah, he was cool. That's how he knew he was cool. He was a smoker. He had a leather jacket and sunglasses. And, yes, he was a camel, but he was also kind of cool. All right, no one gets the point, even though, Michelle, you did know that, so you defended your generation proudly. Mario, you are 0 at this point in Generation Wars. Gen X, chance to go on the board right now. Here's your question, Michelle. Michelle? If someone is glowing up, they're in the middle of a glow up, what is happening?
They're freaking out.
I'm so sorry. We cannot accept that as a correct answer. Mario, you know what a glow up is, right, Mario?
I think so. They're bettering themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Prettier, all that stuff.
That's right. After a relationship, maybe they're single, they're going to go for a glow up. They're going to go ahead and improve themselves to kind of reintroduce themselves to society. It's like they're leveling up. That's okay. Round 1, 0-0.
You said blow up.
Oh, no, sorry. I said glow up. But that's okay. I will not hold that against you, although you do not get a point. Still 0-0. We go back to Mario now. Gen Z on the board. Gen Z, here's your question.
All right.
In this PSA for using marijuana, a kid claimed that he learned it by watching who?
Oh, man. I don't know. His older brother? I'm not sure.
Michelle, you remember this PSA? This was all the rage in the 90s.
I learned it by watching you.
Yeah, that's right. Michelle got it. His kid was his dad. Remember his dad was all weird with that mustache and stuff?
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
I learned it from watching you, Dad. But the dad was definitely not cool enough to have good weed anyway. So you're like...
He wasn't Joe Camel cool.
Definitely not Joe Camel cool. All right, Mario, no point there. But, of course, Michelle has everyone's gotten the questions right for their own generation. No problem. It's hard to get the questions right for the other generations. And now Michelle has a chance to go on the board and take the lead for Gen X. Here we go, Michelle. Michelle.
Yes.
If someone has FOMO, what does that mean?
Has what?
FOMO. FOMO. What does that mean?
FOMO?
FOMO. F-O-M-O. What does that mean? What does the acronym FOMO stand for?
I have no clue.
What? Wow.
Mario, you know this one, right?
Fear of missing out.
That is correct. See, once again, and
Man,
these are
I
different.
even thought that one was a little...
You thought it was too easy.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, these are generational slang, and as is right now, Gen Z has not been able to get one question right for Gen X and vice versa. Mario, chance to go on the board, 0-0, locked up right now. And if you're answering most of these correctly, no matter how you identify, Gen Z, Gen X, Millennial, whatever, congratulations. You have figured out a way to be Gen fluid.
Hot. Is YOLO, is that Gen Z as well, or is that more millennial?
That's definitely Gen Z, bro. Everybody remembers Drake and Lil Wayne. YOLO, you only live once. That's the motto.
Thank you, Johnny. Turn his mic off. Mario, chance for you to get on the board now for Gen Z. If you wanted your Polaroid picture to develop faster, what would you do to it?
Such a good question.
Shake it.
Oh, that is the correct answer. popularized by a song ever since, but that is something that you would think. Also, I think Polaroid did have a comeback recently as well.
Oh, yeah. People are super into Polaroids now.
So, congratulations.
I got one for Vanessa, and broken right in front of her.
A broken one, yep. Mario, you're on the board. Gen Z gets their first point in this exciting edition of Generation Wars. Michelle, you need this one. Michelle, you ready for this?
Yeah. Okay.
If someone says, you got good drip, what are they actually saying? Michelle.
Got good drip. Is that like clothing styles?
I will accept that as a correct answer.
Interesting.
That is acceptable. It is now tied up. 1-1. We're down to the final question, Allie. This will determine which generation reigns supreme in this exciting edition of Generation Wars.
So does Michelle say, you have great clothing styles.
You have great styles and drip. We go to Mario now. Mario, before cell phones, people could be reached by wearing one of these devices that went by two different names. I need both of the names.
Pager and a beeper.
I will accept that.
Good job.
Congratulations, Mario, getting a second point for Gen Z.
So we all first learned to spell boobs.
That is the most important thing we learned, Allie, and maybe the only thing we learned. Your question now, Michelle, representing Gen X. Gen Xers are rooting you on right now. And here is the question. This Swedish environmental activist, known for her Fridays for Future protests, became all the rage with the Gen Z crowd. Who is it?
I have no clue.
Oh, our favorite. Greta Thunberg. Ever heard that name?
I've never heard of that name before.
You don't know Greta Thunberg?
Well, here we go, Allie. You do the math on this one. And Gen Z, Mario, by one, you have proven that Gen Z, at least for this week, is the best generation. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad I could prove us right.
And Michelle, I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that there's a lot of Gen Xers on the phone that are very, very disappointed now. Very disappointed because they claim they knew some of those answers. And now a song that transcends all generations. Yeah. Scar Tissue, Chili Peppers, KROQ. Scar Tissue. Things like this do happen every once in a while. Good things do happen to dumb people, Allie. Every once in a while, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Johnny thought he was going to die yesterday, which is a crazy thing to go through because when you've convinced you're going to die, sometimes you just accept it, and other times you say, I need to do whatever I can do to survive. We technically all have this survival instinct within us that if we think we're going to die, we do the opposite to try to live. Johnny had accepted the fact that his car that has fallen apart now so many times in a row, so many times his car's fallen apart, that he just accepted the fact that his brakes basically gave out again for the third or fourth time, and he was on the canyon, and he had no control over his car.
Well, hold on. He said that he needed new brakes and was told he needed new brakes a long time ago.
Yes,
but said he can't afford new brakes or doesn't want to get them or whatever, so he was just going to, quote, raw dog it.
Right, that was his solution. He was
And the
gonna raw
mechanic was like, please do not raw dog it.
Right, and he kept saying, got you, raw dog. And we know Johnny's listening comprehension is terrible because whenever we tell him stuff about this show, like even yesterday, what videos to post afterwards, he looks at us, he nods, he goes, got it, and then something completely different goes up on Instagram, and we say, Johnny, what happened? And he goes, I don't know. I thought I'd do what I was supposed to do. And we're like, you did the exact opposite of what we said.
Yes.
So when it's told by a professional, do not raw dog your brakes. Get brakes. You need brakes on your car. Most people would go, I need to get brakes. That'll be my top priority. Johnny just goes, all right, I think that guy said I'm cool for a while.
And also, if you ride on bad brakes long enough, it screws up your rotors, and then you need new rotors,
Right.
and it becomes way more expensive.
And I get it. Johnny's got a crappy car.
Oh, my God, I've been there.
He's had
Haven't
a crappy
we all?
car for a while. I remember that. I mean, Jake.
I think it's nice.
Jake would love to upgrade to Johnny's car, but Johnny's car is a real POS in every sense of the word. And if you think about any car you had, especially when your first car, your second car, when you're first starting out, problem upon problem upon problem. Things
Dude.
being held together by duct tape. Something goes down, you just go, well, I won't have that anymore.
I had a car that was such a piece of crap. The bottom plastic part was falling off and dragging along the freeway at all times, and I did not care. And I was just like, well, and I would duct tape it. I'd used shoelaces to tie it to other parts of the car, and it's just, everyone has had a car like that.
My dad had a used car. That used car then became my sister's car, which was an 88 Toyota Camry, and then eventually became my car. And whenever I would take it into a place to look at it, they would say, you know how they say Camrys stay on the road longer than any other car? And I would say, yeah. They go, this one shouldn't. And I would go, all right, well, can you keep it going another week? Because the only chance I ever have to get laid is if I have a car. And then the guy literally looked at me and goes, not this car. This car will not help you get laid.
Yeah.
And he was right. He was absolutely right. So anyway, long and short.
Advice is always good advice.
Long and short, they're very honest sometimes, and also sometimes very not honest.
Yeah.
Johnny yesterday, or when he was out of control, was going through in his head what song he wanted to have on while he was going to die because he didn't want.
By the way, his brakes were working; they were just grinding.
Yes.
Which, when he wrote the email to us, it made it seem like the brake lines were cut.
No,
Like,
the video I
they-
sent you right now, Omar, that's when after they had broken off and fallen into the street. Literally, they had broken. The left one broke off completely, and the right one was like living on a prayer. And that's when I was like pulling up on the e-brake as
Got
my
it.
actual brake.
Oh, okay.
And
So this is in addition to the brake pads. So one fell off, but you still had one on one of the sides.
Yeah, I was like, I
and
got one
Johnny's
left.
his biggest fear was that they would find his body in his car, and he would have a lame song on. So he wanted to make sure that he had good music on. That was his biggest concern. Was
Yes,
not
but
like stopping the car safely, but getting the right song on in case he died.
But we were talking about it during the Showtime podcast because if he can't just always have the best death song on at all times.
No.
I mean, you can't. And he was like, well, if I think something's going to happen, I'll put a song on repeat. And I'm like, yes, but if it's like the 1975 and then the person who finds you is a Taylor Swift fan.
Right.
Then they think you're a loser because they hate the 1975.
Yeah, or Johnny, you've been dead for hours and you're it's moved on. It's moved. You could think. You could think you got a cool song on KROQ you're listening to, and then you die, and next thing you know, they find your body and there's a dental implant commercial.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but I was just like, I was like, let me put it on one song, and then Spotify could go ahead and play suggested songs that sound just like that cool one.
That's why you pay for premium, dude.
We were talking
that's why I
about
got
this.
it.
We were talking about this, and you won't believe this email we just received. Allie's going to share this with you right now because I thought it was fake. I thought this was like when we were messing with Vanessa, but apparently this is very real.
And hopefully we don't have to have the what song will you play when you die conversation ever again.
Listen to
because
this, Johnny.
We got an email from somebody named Chris Cassidy. Hey, it's Chris Cassidy from American Tire Depot, and I happen to be a huge fan of the Klein Alley Show. And
This is why I told you some of these mechanics, they lie.
One of our store managers, Jordan Acosta, at American Tire Depot in Granada Hills.
Okay.
Stop.
Hold on. We haven't said anything yet, Johnny.
Okay, let's stop.
All right,
let's move on.
I'm like,
move
wait,
on.
hold on. Don't get my hopes up now.
No,
Hold
let's
on.
Has
move
said
on.
Johnny should have had
Let's
his
move
brakes
on.
replaced months ago.
What an idiot.
There you
Take
go.
care,
Good
Chris.
Sincerely, Chris.
Said he is willing to take care of Johnny's brake problem.
Johnny.
As you know, American Tire Depot has become a one-stop shop for all automotive maintenance needs, and we always have the lowest prices, but
Give
in
them
this
their
case,
flowers.
it will be the ultimate lowest price of $0.
Johnny, you
we
hear
are
this?
beloved auto care experts, but more importantly, big fans of Johnny and Klein Alley Show.
Oh, perfect. Let's go. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Wait, really? Is that for real?
No, we made it up.
No,
There's
this
no
better not
Chris.
be like the Vanessa thingy.
No, this is real.
This is real.
Yeah, we just got the email. We just wanted to make sure it was
That would be
legit.
so messed up.
We just vetted.
We
We just
If you did that
confirmed.
again, I would have been like, oh, my God, bro. Like,
We just confirmed that this was a legitimate email sent from a legitimate place that is going to take care of you.
for real, really?
So you're going to have breaks.
Well, hold on.
Oh, my
Hold
God.
on.
Wait,
bro.
we can't just hand this over. I mean, Johnny is the worst. He barely works on the
Hold
show.
on, wait.
Well,
Can we get something?
I mean,
Why
he
would you say
screws up
that?
everything.
Omar
What is wrong with you?
does make a good point here.
He screwed up everything like royally yesterday,
Yes.
according to you guys.
Dear Chris, thanks. Not needed.
That's a good idea.
I
Alex.
think,
Chris, right on.
unless, what are you willing to do for us, Johnny? You know,
There you
somebody who listens to the show, loves the show, is willing to help you out. But, you know,
They
what are you
think-
going to do to step up on the show to deserve new breaks, which a lot of people need?
Chris thinks that by helping you out, he's helping us out. But maybe you crashing into a wall would be the best thing that could help us out.
Hilarious.
Right, Johnny? That was supposed to be crash. It was cash. I played the wrong sound there. That's what,
Right, Johnny?
that's what I was looking for.
Much funnier.
Thank you.
Johnny, suddenly you're quiet.
Well, I don't know how to respond to any of that. I don't understand.
Well, he was so happy. Now he's miserable.
No, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. But, okay.
Well, this just became
What?
sad now.
I don't know. You guys took I don't know.
Why don't you say, hey, I'm going to go an entire year without being late, or I'm going to make sure I spend X amount of hours maintaining the social media, or
Or I'm going
any
to pay attention
any
to what
kind of
Klein and Allie
small-
want to post
Yes.
and do that.
manageable goal that can help, that can show your appreciation.
Did you say an entire year without getting late or getting laid?
Yeah.
The second one.
If you give up ladies for 1 year, we'll give you the breaks.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
You see, I think
He said-
I think he has such a sense of entitlement. He just wants things handed to him.
He's just,
Okay, all right.
now
just-
he's like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
have to do something for this.
John,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
All
want to
right,
make
totally,
this unfun. This was very nice of this guy to offer, and America. Who Ali? Who is it again? Give them their proper flowers.
American Tire Depot.
American Tire Depot. Very nice of them to reach out.
Chris Cassidy, very
Chris.
nice guy and fan of the show.
And as a result, Johnny, and I mean this in all seriousness, you shouldn't have to worry about your brakes not working to get into work safely. I know it's been every day for the last 2 months now. Every day, it's like I don't know if I'm going to make it in tomorrow. I get it. It
yeah.
sucks.
Oh, no, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so
If we give you these breaks and we give you life, because that's what we're doing. We're actually giving you life.
We're saving your life.
We're saving your life. Is
Oh,
what we're
yeah.
doing.
No, I know that 100%.
I mean,
was like,
technically,
thank you.
Chris is doing it. We're not. But regardless, your life is being saved. All we're asking in return is that you just stop doing so many careless, dumb things. You can still do the funny, dumb things, but make sure those happen on the air.
Yeah, this kind of sounds like the convo my mom and my friends were having. They're like, dude, like, we don't want to go to your wake and, like, die. They're like, you have so much going for you. Like, don't, like, do careless stuff, like drive without brakes down the canyon.
It's not what we're saying.
Not even a little.
Not at all what I'm saying at all.
Wow, that's crazy.
What do you think works?
Wow.
This is how not get laid for a year.
Do you think American Tire Depot can fix Johnny's brain while they're at it, or no?
Let's see.
Let's have him pull a couple of shifts over there. Do a couple of oil changes.
Oh.
change
That's
a
a
couple
great
of tires.
idea, Omar.
Johnny.
Maybe
Yeah.
you could work there for
Johnny,
a
you
while.
want to see what a real job feels like? Because you don't realize it's so cushy over here.
I
at
worked at a
KROQ.
tire place for 2 weeks. I hated it.
Really, Jake?
Yeah, Johnny, you want to work there? Maybe do a couple of shifts, and then
Yeah, that'll be the next video. We'll do that.
All right, there we go. Johnny's getting
It's
some
about
breaks.
me now. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, social media
We'll
stuff.
take Johnny just won Generation Wars. That Gen Z entitlement life outlook is real and in the flesh. We take a quick break. Thank you again, Chris and everyone over there. That was
And everyone
name of
over
the place,
there
Klein?
at that place.
American Tire Depot. Is that right?
Play the crash sound again.
Take a quick break. We got your ADD news next.
Klein Alley Show.
Jimmy World up on stage. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Got some tickets coming up for you next hour and again at 9 o'clock sharp. So be ready to win those tickets, or you can buy some while they're still available. Ticketmaster.com, so we can all hang out at the Forum together on the 14th for the greatest holiday tradition that ever was and ever will be. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Jesse, quickly, we got to get to your news. What's up?
Yeah, I was calling in for Johnny. I wanted to give him my backup. Basically, I called when Johnny was on the air the other day, and I'm thinking you guys are just being a bunch of jerks. So you realize it's holiday season. You should just let Johnny get his break so he doesn't kill himself on the way.
Yeah, we're giving him the breaks. I mean, we're not giving him the breaks. American Tire Depot is. But then we will tell Johnny if he messes up another post, we're going to cut the breaks out again. So he will.
And them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks. That's what this new segment is going to be called. Them's the breaks. Johnny's going to get breaks for free.
Cut the line on this whole thing.
And then as soon as if there's another mess up, the breaks get cut out. Just that's all we got.
I think that's pretty high stakes.
High stakes, but you'll think twice before you post the wrong thing again. Let's get to your news now.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News, and now the Cankle Queen.
Thank you. A breakdown of everyone's Spotify Wrapped has solidified what we already knew, that Taylor Swift is the most streamed artist by women and their reluctant boyfriends. And she is not only the most streamed nationally, she is the most streamed artist globally. And the most streamed song was Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. What's interesting is that with music, women largely dominated the list. But with podcasts, Joe Rogan Experience is still number one, proving that our tastes in music and talk are very different.
Although, so a lot of people that tagged us, and we greatly appreciate it. All those people that said we made their Wrapped, and for quite a few people, it was us a notch or two above Rogan. So even though those are just individual people, not a sampling of the world, it's nice to know that this show, at least on certain people's Wrapped, was number one, where Rogan was number 3 or 4.
Photoshopped.
Oh, it was photoshopped? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I take back my thank you. Regardless.
I'm also just amazed that people who like Joe Rogan also like us.
Well, I think that Force of Habit, a lot of people download that show, this show, that show. One of the shows is just being downloaded by Force of Habit. The other one's being listened to. But Rogan does a good job of making news with the interviews, and I think that if you're into it, you got a long.
It just doesn't get exhausting. They're so long.
Listen, I got my own thoughts, but
you're
T-Swift. That's my thought right there.
What's interesting, too, is the top audiobooks were all like A Court of Throne and Roses, The Fellowship of the Ring. Like, everyone's still very into fantasy when it comes to books. But you want hard reality when it comes to talk.
I'm happy to say.
And then you want just kind of sexualized ladies when it comes to music.
I've downloaded no books this year.
Was that your Wrapped?
That's my Wrapped. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know. There would be zero. I'd have nothing on it. I can't believe people are even doing that.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you accidentally downloaded a book.
No, I don't think so. Nope. Didn't do it.
All right.
Won't do it.
It's unfortunate that a lot of people, unfortunately, are having things stolen from them. Christmas decorations are being stolen, just as Halloween decorations were stolen coming up to Halloween. But what's good, I thought I'd share some good news, because I know there's a lot of bad news out there with, thieves and crime and whatnot, especially in Southern California. But in this case, somebody stole Christmas decorations, felt bad about it, contacted the person that they stole from, and returned what they stole.
I received a call probably around 11 a.m. She proceeded to start crying and saying how sorry she was for taking our decorations and that she was going to return them today, and hung up. And I told everyone, and everyone said, someone's messing with you, someone's pulling a prank. And so I said, I don't know, they're still good out there. And then later on that day, as you see in the video, she came walking up and she proceeded to apologize again. Her having the courage to bring them back into me meant a lot. I then proceeded to go around the back of my building, and there they were, wrapped in black plastic.
How you get the guy's number?
Also, I find this story very questionable, because she did a bad thing, and then she did the right thing, which was reversing the bad thing. But it's still a net neutral. It's not a net positive.
How do you call him?
Well, maybe she found out their phone number. She knows where they live, obviously.
I thought it was a store, like a photography store.
Oh, it was a store?
I thought it was in front of a photography store.
That explains it.
That would be helpful information for me to share.
It's good that the Cankle.
You do the news.
Thanks, Omar. Appreciate it. That's Allie. She's our news. That's our very own Barbara Walrus right there. A real newswoman. Knows all them details.
There is something that has increased in sales over the past year that might shock you. Overall, I kind of
overalls. What?
Overalls are big. Actually, Vanessa wore them yesterday. They are making a big comeback.
When Vanessa wears overalls, she looks like that My Buddy doll that was very popular in the 80s.
No. You're thinking of Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, yeah. One of those two. She looks like one of those two.
Sales
when you pull the little rope on the Teddy Ruxpin, this is what it says, yeah.
I just open and close my legs until I slow down.
Oh, that's a great holiday gift. The must-have Christmas toy of the year.
You have to get your Tickle Me Vanessa.
You got to get it.
Sales of the Bible.
Hold on, let me pull the string again. Let me pull the Vanessa string. Here we go. Go ahead. Let me pull this thing.
I just open and close my legs until I slow down.
Okay. Do you say anything else? Hold on, let me try again. Hold on. Come on. Oh, there we go. I love it.
She's so cute.
What a toy.
Sales of the Bible have increased 22% from the same period last year, and they say that there's all kinds of reasons for this. War, obviously, economic concerns, uncertain presidential elections, but 13.7 million copies of the Bible were sold between January and October, which is like a record, apparently.
They're
and
all
it's
being
all
sold
first-time buyers.
The hotels is what they're selling them
No,
to. Because
dude.
we're
People
all ripping the pages
are
out
buying
for...
Bibles for the first time and
Really?
reading them.
That sounds
Isn't that
terrible.
interesting? Because I always thought that religion was kind of becoming less and less of a thing.
Right.
Like, I remember when I was a kid, there was a little more pressure from families to, like, go to church. And I grew up, quote, Catholic, but we didn't really do much of anything. You know, and I think now people are, especially millennial parents, are kind of just raising their kids without any religion.
Yeah, well, maybe they just decide if I buy a Bible and throw it in the house, it kind of counts. It's there.
That's the
It's
thing
like
now.
keep ghosts away.
Yeah, just put
Or
it...
maybe it's like a deterrent. Like, if I walk around with the Bible, people are going to think I'm a better person or I'm cool.
Perhaps.
Cool.
I don't think that's it. We get into a brand new hour of the show. We do it right now.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Here we go. Welcome to your Prequent on a Thursday morning just after 8 o'clock. Lots going on this hour. Almost acoustic Christmas tickets will be yours. Also, we have some Disneyland tickets coming up a little bit later this morning. Diss me for Disney. Your biggest insults against us. And those are insults against us individually, us as a show, how we look physically if you're watching on the YouTube now as we are streaming live on KROQ's YouTube. Your greatest disses against us. As you know, 2024 was the year of the diss track. And now you can diss us, diss me for Disney. Greatest insult. You make us sad, we send you to the happiest place on planet Earth. So start thinking about your disses right now. We should probably get a picture up on the Instagram as well so people can start dropping disses there. And the greatest...
Here's a sample of some disses.
Now, I don't like to rap mean, but Allie is the onion queen. Got the stanky lunch, a back with a hunch, and herpes in her vagine.
Do better than that.
That was no one's top Spotify song of 2024.
That will not get you Disneyland tickets.
That was when Allie and I got into a big rap battle earlier this year, and clearly,
the raw footage is way funnier than the finished product.
yeah. Why do you have to play the raw stuff?
I love
it. That make me look like such an idiot. Anyway, we'll get to Diss Me for Disney. We got El Cheapo checking in this hour to talk about tipping around the holidays, and we'll give you tickets to see this band at the Forum on the 14th. Franz Ferdinand, KROQ. very soon as we talk tipping with El Cheapo on a Thrifty Thursday. You want to see Franz Ferdinand and a bunch of other bands on stage? That's right. Smashing Pumpkins having one of the biggest years in that band's history. Headlining KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, the 14th at the Forum. Beck will be there. Jimmy World will be there. 311 will be there. Hopefully you'll be there as well. Win them tickets coming up starting at 9 a.m. this morning and all day long here at KROQ. Plus we'll have a bonus pair to give you during some Thrifty Thursday with El Cheapo. But first, we head to neighborhoods all over Southern California, and we invite you to join us with open phones now at 800-520-1067. What is happening in your neighborhood? Or is there a feud developing in your neighborhood? What is the weird stuff going on there? Every neighborhood in Southern California is slightly different, but we all have one thing in common. People love ratting out neighbors. It's time to meet the neighbors.
Meet the neighbors. That's what you gotta do. Say hello, shake a hand, share a smile, and make a friend. Meet the neighbors. Their dog just crapped in your yard.
It's Allie's real-life neighbor right there, giving us that custom theme song. Thank you, Ray Hershey.
Happenstall. And you know what's interesting is I was getting off on my exit yesterday, and there was a car stalled in the left lane, ran out of gas, so there was some people trying to merge over into another lane so that they could make it through the light and get on the off-ramp. And this big-ass white van proceeds to ride all the way up to that stalled vehicle and then cut me off. And I said, dude, what the hell? And I looked over, and the van said, Ray Heppenstall Painting.
Oh, your boy, your
I
neighbor.
was like, Ray, what's up, man?
So he's not a professional musician. He's also a painter?
He's a painter, yes. And he was about to cut me off, and I was like, dude, Ray Heppenstall, it's my neighbor.
I bet you guys could come up with a nice, I know he wants to do another duet with you. I bet you guys could come up with a killer Christmas song.
You should, because
We should do
Christmas
that.
songs are all the rage these days.
He has been asking. He wrote another one that was...
But you better get together.
I declined to be a part
You
of
better,
it.
Maybe it's not very cold outside.
You better get it out right now, Allie, because Christmas songs have to be out now. Playing them nonstop.
So I think it's time we had a really overtly sexual Christmas song.
This is something that is happening in the Valley, and apparently it's a big problem. This was reported on Nextdoor. Attention neighbors. Drone alert. I repeat, drone alert. A drone was spotted flying over houses. It appears to follow me, but then when I stopped to try to take a picture of it, it flew away. Then it followed me again. I tried to get a picture, and it flew away. Please be cautious, as drones are sometimes used by robbers to scout homes. Stay alert and report any suspicious activity. Someone asked for a description of the drone, to which he said it was large and black. And someone said, no need to be racist here, just asking about the drone. Then he said, I don't like your joke at all. I'm referring to the drone. Someone said, please post a picture. He goes, I've said many times I couldn't get a picture of the drone because when I tried, it flew away. And someone said, could you please sketch the drone? Now people are just messing with this guy, Ed, who's very upset about the drone. Now someone else said, I had the exact same experience, and I'm pretty sure it was just trying to see down my blouse.
Ooh, hot.
So there's a lot of drone-related issues now. People
Whoa.
concerned about drones. Someone else reported if a drone flies within 5 miles of Burbank Airport, it is in violation, and that could be punishable by jail time. Report it immediately.
Yeah, but I also think most of them are just weird perverts, right? I thought that's why drones were invented.
I think, like most things, perversion is behind the origins of it, and then people also realized, we can get some cool footage for this YouTube video.
Yeah.
But then back to pervin.
Why am I putting a mirror on my shoe
Right.
when I could be putting a drone in the sky?
Yeah, and there is something jarring and alarming when you hear that buzz, and you're like, that sounds like a million and mosquitoes.
Especially if it's over your house.
Yeah.
I would be nervous about that.
I just would never assume that I would be drone worthy. Like, for me, no one's going to look at me on drone.
Surveil me all you want. There's nothing interesting.
Yeah, you will not.
Inside my house or outside.
So anyway, there's a lot of people that are upset about the drone. And then someone else, of course, defending. It could just be a drone hobbyist looking for sweet aerial shots.
Drone hobbyist. Put that on a business card. In my area, a lot of people are seeing Wicked in theaters. But because of where I live, one of the neighboring cities has a lot of really nice houses and really nice movie theaters. And this place is called Cinepolis. Have you heard of it?
Oh, Sinopolis.
Yeah, Sinopolis, or they have
I've heard of it by its real name. Not the one you just said.
Cinepolis, that's the porn house version.
Yeah, that's Allie's Thursday.
So this man, Scott, said, I just went to Cinepolis, or whatever it's called.
Sinopolis.
It's C-I-N-E.
Yeah, it's like movie.
It's Cinepolis. It's not Sinopolis. That's not how it's spelled.
I think they used to be a sponsor on the station.
I just went to the Sinopolis in Westlake Village to see Wicked. The movie was fine. The food, not so much. I ordered the lobster grilled cheese.
Oh, my God.
And it said it was lobster and cheddar jack cheese on Texas toast. Here's the picture. You be the judge. By the way, it was also $18.50. And yeah, the picture is like
a good price for a lobster. I would have thought that would have been twice that.
You know what? The thing is, people are like, it is a movie theater. It's not a Michelin star restaurant.
Right.
Just get popcorn.
Yeah, but a lot
and don't complain about the food at a movie theater.
Yeah, but Allie, if you're going to one of these, whatever they are, the iPick or the Sinopolis,
or they have like in theater dining.
Yeah, they are charging restaurant prices for food. So the idea is you should kind of expect, in my opinion, you are expecting a restaurant quality meal. If they're charging $18 for a sandwich,
yes, but I'm also like, I'm not going to see a movie and order a lobster grilled cheese while I'm watching the movie. I just don't think that they're there yet.
Well,
I would rather order a lobster grilled cheese from a really nice restaurant, bring it home, and eat a movie. Eat it while I watch a movie in my house.
Order it, put it in your pants, walk right in, sneak it in, and boom.
Much better.
Done and done.
Good advice to Scott.
You have things happening in your neighborhood you need us to be aware of. When we meet the neighbors, you can always hit us up on the DMs, Klein Alley Show. Send us some links. I wish we could get to these calls, but we have to take a quick break. We're back in a second with El Cheapo checking in on a Thrifty Thursday, talking about holiday tips. It's that time of year. How much should we be tipping? If you're someone that depends on tips, we want to hear from you as well. What do you expect? What is fair? What is cheap?
Best tip you've gotten, worst tip you've gotten.
All of that. 800-520-1067. The holiday tip talk can begin next.
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
That loving sound.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
Travis, you're on KROQ. What's going on? What did we do wrong already? We've only been on the air like 20 minutes today.
First of all, I've listened to you guys a ton of times, and I love you guys. You guys are great. First time I ever called, I'm amazed I got through. Second of all, Allie was speaking, and she said white. And then somebody jumped on her and said that white's not a color, it's a hue. But white is not a hue at all. It's the absence of colors or hues.
You hear that, Jake, you big dummy?
No, actually, I looked it up. It's a shade. But what's the difference between a shade and a hue? No one knows.
Okay, Jake, just admit you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Look it up.
Oh, my God, damn.
You said it was a hue. It's not a hue. That makes you wrong, boss.
What's the difference between a hue and a shade?
This is either a horrible joke or a horrible fact. I'm not sure. Let's just end it.
All right, goodbye. Thank you, Travis. You're right. Jake's wrong.
It's not a color.
All right, thank you, Travis.
Love you guys.
Thank you. Thanks for listening to the show. God
The
damn
absence of funny.
That is Jake. Jake is the hue of unfunny, for sure. So we're officially in that time of the year now where I guess people are starting to really think about 2025. And they're trying to think about, do they come up with some goals? Do they make some? Do they do
Which,
that?
by the way, to me, this seems way early. Like, I don't start reflecting on the years past until probably after Christmas.
Yeah, but you know what?
Wait till Christmas, and then, that week between, Christmas and New Year's, that's when people usually do the reflecting. I can't stand that everything is coming up earlier and earlier.
Everything is getting faster and moving. And
crazy.
there was I read about it, I already forgot the answer, but there was a scientific reason why time feels like it moves very differently right now, and it's moving super quickly. Everyone knows about that week between Christmas and New Year where it's just no one even knows what day it is and it's weird.
I love that week.
Right. It's weird.
Awesome.
It's like Bermuda Triangle style weird week.
Love it.
But right now it does feel Like the second that last plate was cleared off the Thanksgiving table, it was like fast forward now and everything is end of the year, get ready and start planning and this and that. And I'm getting all this stuff in my feed now too. That's like time to plan your 2025 and set your goals and make
it's all
it
about
happen.
brown moose.
And it's all about mocha
No
mousse,
wonder
baby.
you get brown moose in your feed.
Mocha mousse. But the real reason, Omar, I think it is because that, as you know, one of the words of the year for 2024 was manifestation.
Brain rot.
Right. Brain rot was another one. The opposite of manifestation. It's funny that the two words of the year completely contradicted each other. One side of the society was on brain rot. The other side was on manifestation. Now, I sat down with I had a plan to sit down and come up with like 10 things that would be cool to try to accomplish in 2025.
That's way too many.
I know. Well, as of right now, I was able to come up with 0. But I sat there and I go, this is not a good sign that I'm going, I should sit here and write down things that you know, you'd like to accomplish, whatever they could be.
And you're not ready.
Right,
You're not ready to reflect, like Omar's saying. If nothing's
dude.
coming, don't force yourself.
Do it on vacation when you're not worried about work and you're not worried about your kid's recital.
I said something will come to me. I said something's got to come to me. I just need one to get started. And I sat there and I got nothing. And then I wrote down like, I was just doing this. I go, I got to have something. And I was talking to Vanessa about it, and she goes, she's already all full of goals. She said she's got like all these dating goals locked in already. And
she's going to slay next year.
She's manifesting the D in a big way.
A week.
And
whoa, Vanessa.
The opposite of my goal.
Yeah, listen to this. Tell me if you don't think this is the craziest. She's got a theory about dating.
I just open and close my legs until I slow down.
Whoa.
Omar, delete that.
I didn't know if that was live or recorded.
Where's that even from?
That's great.
I don't even know.
Omar, play that every show many times.
Omar.
Yep, you got it.
It's really.
If you had the power, Omar, you'd be screwed.
Oh, man.
Hey, Omar.
You got your dating tip?
I'm married.
Vanessa.
Oh, my God.
Stop hitting on Omar. Hey, Vanessa, in all seriousness, what is this theory you have between now and the end of the year? Because this theory is interesting. If you're single, maybe you agree with this, but she's got an interesting take on everything. Go ahead.
Okay, the overall goal is that I'm not going to date anyone until the end of February because this is what I think. Right now, December, the bash of man, and if you're one of this man, I'm sorry, this is just my opinion. The bash of man for December are the men that if they want to date, it's because they want someone for the holidays, and that's it. And I'm not interested in that.
So you think right now it's just kind of the leftovers?
Yeah, leftover men. Sorry if you're one of them. As you can tell.
Well, you're a
I guess I'm
leftover woman, so
woman.
you can say that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, January is the beginning of the year. Why would I want to start dating at the beginning of the year? No, at the beginning of the year, you have momentum. You have momentum to just like start your year with positivity. And usually, like dating someone gets in your head, so that's not positive.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to focus on yourself in January, New Year, and all that. Yeah,
February, it's Valentine's Day season. I don't want to date a new person during Valentine's Day season.
Mm-hmm.
I will wait for that, even though I do love that holiday because I like chocolate. Anyways.
So you're waiting until after you will not date anyone. You're saying right now.
Until March.
Even though you just claimed you will open and close your legs repeatedly. I just heard the clip. You are saying.
I hate that clip. Delete that. What is the content behind that
You
clip?
said it. I don't know.
I don't know.
You claim right now you will not even consider dating anyone at all until after February 15th.
Correct.
Because you believe
Nice.
every man out there currently available is a leftover loser. Is that your quote?
We're all leftovers, losers. We're together, guys. But yes.
Yes, but what if Mr. Right walks into the picture?
Well, he can wait for me until March.
I know, but what if you're missing? What if you miss an opportunity? Don't you always have to kind of be
I'm missing
open?
on opportunities, Allie. Honestly.
Really, you think
Doesn't
that it's
feel
that
that
bad out there?
Nah, I don't feel like I'm
But
missing out.
it's interesting because she was talking to Johnny yesterday about the dating trends and how it really is the bottom of the barrel at the end of the year, and then through spring and summer. Spring and summer is when all the hot people and the people that are like, hey, it's time to get out, it's time to start boning.
Yeah, right now is called cuffing season, and it lasts until, like what Vanessa said, like February. And then after from like February to April, that's when people start breaking up. That's when everybody starts splitting and become available again. And then by May and then summer, it's hot girl summer. It's everybody's out and about getting loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Like, that's the time
This
to
is
really
Vanessa during that summer.
I just open and close my legs until I slow down.
That is hot girl summer for sure.
Wow.
Oof. Aggressive.
Right, Vanessa?
Vanessa claims all the good men. There's not.
I'm gonna not talk from this point forward.
Okay.
Good luck and it drops.
Whatever, slut.
All right, you said it, Vanessa. Now I understand why you're taking a 3-month break now. Makes sense. Get that girl
You
an
gotta
ice
build
pack.
up your strength.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, I don't know what the context of when you originally said that was, but I'm sure it was.
It's juicy.
Okay, well, now I
I think
understand.
that's her rollerblading.
Oh, I got it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, right.
Right, we get it. All right.
That's
Quick
what she's
break.
doing every day is rollerblading.
She's taking
Us gays know what that code is
Yeah,
for.
we know rollerblading. All right, anything else you'd like to add, Vanessa, or is that it?
Or do you hate us?
Terrible joke.
Okay, thank you. Quick break, more show next. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Used to say cash is king. It's a great gift to give someone. Some people think it's impersonal, but I think everyone loves getting a little cash. These days, probably they would rather a Bitcoin, but still, cash, I think, reigns supreme.
I would take cash over Bitcoin.
I think people love receiving unexpected cash. And if it comes in the form of a tip, this is the time of year where a lot of people go, well, it's not necessarily, quote, expected, although they are kind of expecting it. And this is why one of El Cheapo's, if you remember from last year, El Cheapo did say, avoid...
Don't tip your gardener.
She did say don't tip your gardener. She
Yep,
did say that.
That's what she said.
But she also...
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that. But you also said... that you should avoid doing anything in December that you would do, like getting your hair done. Like ove the month of December
All
at
those
all.
services?
Because everyone's expecting the tip and then additional tip. Like the standard
Why do you think
tip.
I got my hair done a month ago?
That now it makes sense. Allie wanted to avoid because you get any service done, a dog grooming, anything that happens between now and the end of the year.
Oh my God, they're all like,
the hand is out. Everyone's expecting a little something.
A little holiday cheer.
In this Thrifty Thursday El Cheapo edition, we're going to talk all about tipping, holiday tipping. A lot of people on the phones. Let's figure out if we can come to some sort of an agreement as a society because apparently everyone is all over the place.
Yeah, what do
Here
you
we go.
expect? Because I have no idea anymore.
It's time to talk to the kingpin of cheap. Here she is, El Cheapo.
El Cheapo hates this time of year.
I usually go into hibernation.
That's right.
But the thing is, with some services, like people tip their mail carrier, I don't know who my mail... I've never even seen the person. They come and deliver the mail when I'm not there. I don't know how I'm supposed to flag down this person and give them
you put it in your
something.
mailbox, you put the little flag up.
Yeah, you put it in there, and they don't.
And I say, hey, here's a sign, robbers. I've got something of value in here, and I'm leaving it for my mail carrier, not for you.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
What am I supposed to do?
Just tell your mail. Just tell them I did leave an envelope full of cash in there, and someone stole it. But I love you.
I'll leave just a piece of paper that says an envelope of cash was here.
Yeah, like a Post-it note.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I mean,
Or like an Amazon worker or a delivery driver. I don't know who's delivering what. It's always a different person.
And this is where luck of the draw, right? Because maybe it's that one person the one day you're ready with that Starbucks gift card or Target gift card, wherever you're giving, and then you give it to them, and you may never see that person again.
Yes.
I mean, one year I got royally screwed because I had the same regular UPS guy for a while. Put out the little thing, a little thanks for everything and not smashing my boxes and this and that. And it went to a completely different person that happened to be doing holiday work that day. didn't even go to my guy.
Right.
And then I had to explain to my guy, hey, I just want you to know I did do a gift card.
You really do over-explain and over-talk with all those drivers, don't you?
All of them.
They're like, oh, I have to stop at this guy's house again.
They hate
He's gonna
me.
wanna
They
offer me
absolutely hate
beverages
me.
and talk to me about the snacks he left.
I've probably given $1,000 worth of snacks this year alone to delivery drivers.
Well, the other thing is, it's not that I'm being cheap. I have the longest shopping list for holidays. My mother has been married 3 times. I still have to buy gifts for all of the previous families, including the current family. I'm near broke by the end of the holiday season, so you don't know what people are going through financially and how they're able to just give $20, $40, $50 here to people that you don't really necessarily know.
But that's why you don't necessarily have to do that. There's other ways.
But when is it expected? When is it tacky not to? And when is it just, quote, nice?
There's a lot of people on the phone that have their thoughts on this, and maybe holidays are slightly different than the rest of the year. Dan, you work in an industry where you depend on tips?
Yes, I do. I'm an Uber Eats driver.
Okay. Standard, and do you think that they go up around the holidays? If you're working on Christmas, I guess you'd probably expect a little more, but what is the expected tip in general?
Honestly, if it's not at least 15%, it's not enough. 20% preferably. But I have gone, the majority of mine are no tips. People do not tip at all.
Wait, no tips?
On Uber Eats, nobody tips?
Are you serious?
70% of my deliveries have been no tips.
Hey, Dan, do you think, because I saw this the other day, do you think it's because now all these restaurants are charging a fee for delivery?
That's part of it, but then also some of the apps take away their side of the delivery fees to make up for that, and the customers still don't tip.
Yeah, it's really confusing as a customer, because I do feel like I know what I order, and then I see the fee.
It's almost like doubles. Yeah,
and you think to yourself, well, like some of that's got to go to the driver.
At the very end, they're like, and a tip, and you're like, well,
right, I know.
That sucks that none of that's going to the driver. Dude.
Yeah,
so Dan said
but I thought like
15%
on Grubhub and other places, they say 100% of it goes to the driver.
100% of the additional tip you leave maybe goes to the driver. Maybe that, because some of the places.
But people think that part of the tip is already included in the fees.
I think that I think people try to in their head go, how is this $15 hamburger I ordered $48? And then you start going, well,
that's
there's
what
a delivery
happens when
fee.
you order from delivery apps.
Of course. Valerie, what is it that you do? What do you expect?
My advice is to not tip a $2 bill ever. I am a bartender, and it's inevitably always the person with a $50 tab that leaves a $2 bill.
Well, $2 bills do seem like they're more valuable than just $2. I know they're not.
Well, it's just kind of an inconvenience at that point.
I think people think they're
like,
lucky.
I got to go take this to the bank, and I'm not going to spend it.
I know, but you're saying that the $2 bill tip, even though the person giving it thinks they're doing a little something special for you, is annoying. You don't want it. You'd rather have
$2.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's always a $2 bill on a $50 tab, which is like 3%. It's basically an insult.
Yeah, I hear that. So you'd rather have nothing at all.
323 said, when you use Alexa to thank your driver, the driver gets a $5 extra tip from Amazon.
If you say to Alexa, thank you?
If you say, Alexa, thank my driver. Like if they just dropped off a package,
seriously?
You can say, this is what this person said. The driver will receive $5 extra from Amazon if you say, Alexa, thank my driver.
I would need someone to confirm that if that's true.
I remember they did that last year. I didn't know they got money. But
hey, Leon, you're Allie's postal employee?
No, I work in Pasadena, but any kind of tip is appreciated. Whether it's cash or gift card.
But you're a mail carrier. I didn't think you're allowed to receive cash.
It's acceptable as long as it's cash or last year I got cash, gift cards.
And what is the typical amount what's the typical amount of cash or gift card that you get from a person?
Give us the average. Don't give us the best or worst. Just the average, regular person. You're bringing them their mail every day. It's mostly crap.
Yeah, it's mostly trash, but the average I got last year for Christmas was about $20.
Pasadena, though, too. You got to do the Pasadena math there. $20.
That's kind of a lot. Like, if I was going to do a gift like that, it would probably be like $10 or $15. You know what I mean?
And then I also got a Subway gift card and an In-N-Out gift card.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad right there. That's a nice one.
That's great.
I mean, but then it's like a lot of questions. You don't know what the dietary needs, restrictions are of your postal employee.
My husband died at a Subway.
Yeah, you don't know. Like, I have no idea if my postal employee is vegan. I'm going to give him an In-N-Out gift card or something. I don't know. Like, usually that's where I would give the things I would like to get. Like I say, if someone handed me an In-N-Out gift card, I'd say that's fantastic.
Yes, 562 said, you do write on the envelope for my mail carrier and put a bow on the card and place it inside of your mailbox, and the carrier will notice. As a mail carrier, gifts are very much appreciated.
Hey, Leon, in all seriousness, how much total haul? Let's go add up cash, gift cards. You think every holiday season you're bringing in close to $1,000 in gratuity?
For what I got last year for the tips was about almost $150.
$150?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so there you go. That's Leon right there.
323 said that Uber Eats driver is right. I haven't gotten a tip all morning, and I've been driving since 4 a.m. That's insane.
I wonder if people get it. Like, I wonder if they understand that or not. Like, I think that, do they think...
Well, some people on the text line say they are boycotting tips this year. I'm going to pretend I'm European all month. 626, I refuse to tip. If you want to get paid more, get a job that pays you more.
Oh,
well,
that's the wrong
it's not that
attitude.
easy.
I get it. We have developed a callus for it because we are getting hit with it everywhere, but this was the time of year it used to be like, we got to step it up. Timothy, what's up? What do you do?
Hey, I'm a hairstylist.
And you'd like to confirm the fact that not all male hairstylists are gay, correct?
That's right. Hey, I am gay. What's wrong with that?
Oh, okay. See how
that's right.
So
I'm gay.
I'm married with 3 daughters, 3 grandsons, a granddaughter. Yeah, I'm
man,
gay.
you're really all right. So what is
You're really what?
He's really procreating. Timothy, how much? What's the tip you're expecting, and do you expect more around the holidays?
Okay, so I'm an owner, right? And for some old wives' tale, people think they don't tip the owner because we have all the money. It's like wrong. Survey says wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but no.
Pull that clip over.
Holidays, holidays. They do tip better, but when you're an owner, some people don't tip because you're the owner and we make all the money, I guess.
Yeah, there was that theory.
Interesting.
If you work for someone else, you tip, but if the person owns the place, they're probably doing okay because they own it. But he says he likes the tip. Survey says wrong.
Right. 281.
What's his name of the salon he works at?
TimTellusHair.com.
Oh, that's it.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, Lisa Gay.
That sounds European.
All right.
Sounds European.
Let me hey, Bianca, go ahead. You're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sweet Dip.
Sweet Dip.
So I used to work at a Mexican restaurant during the holidays, and we had a couple that ran up the bill for like $50. They didn't tip, but they left a church card in there that said "Jesus loves you," and I was just wondering where the love was at.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus loves you with no tip.
That's rough. Jesus don't love you that much.
I know, and Jesus had no money.
Right.
You know, so he had to be like, I love you. Like he had to hand out I love yous because he didn't have tipping money. 805 said, it's crazy how 10% tip used to be acceptable, and now it needs to be at least 20%. And that's part of the problem. Like, this Uber Eats guy obviously deserves to get tipped, but the expectation is immediately 20%. And for some people, they just feel like that's really excessive, you know?
Yeah.
Or they just don't have that kind of money.
What's the, did they put out the guide this year? Because there's always a good guide that says, this is the amount for this, and this is the amount for that. And then everyone's like, oh, man, that's crazy. I was way under, or way
The guide
over.
is, think it's enough? Wrong.
Survey says
wrong.
All right, so I guess everyone needs a tip. Start tipping. Tip.
Damn it, foiled again.
Yeah, Allie was trying to remind everyone that it's the time of year you don't have to tip, but what we learned is everyone wants, expects, and needs a tip. Coldplay, KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. If you need us, you can always interact. The number is 800-520-1067 to get involved in the show. Just heard from a ton of people on the air and off the air. People that count on tips, want tips, need tips to survive, aren't getting them. We spoke to, hey, Dan, you're the Uber driver. We talked to Uber Eats guy. You said you have not received tips 70% of the time. Haven't gotten a tip yet today?
Yeah, that's 100% correct.
We would like to give you a tip. 2 tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Can you take the 14th off and come watch some bands play music up at the Forum?
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, my God, that's the best tip ever. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, you're very welcome. And happy holidays, and maybe that'll make up for some of the many people that stiffed you, all right?
You're awesome. God bless you guys.
All right, thank you. We will see you at the Kia Forum, and if you could bring us some burgers and fries, we will text your order.
Sound good.
All right. That's Dan right there. See how I ruined that moment, Allie, with a beautiful moment?
We're really good at ruining
We
good
are
moments.
really good
We
at
did it earlier.
We sure did. A great moment earlier with Johnny that got ruined as well.
We look like complete a-holes.
That was not the goal here.
951 said, as a pool guy, I get at least $1,000 in total in tips from my customers.
Well, that's pool. That's high-end stuff right there. Someone's got a pool. You're dealing
Well, I mean,
with
if someone has a pool, they have money.
most likely, not always the case, but that's a higher-end clientele. If they have a pool, pools are not cheap. So, yeah, that's right. And I would imagine if someone is someone's private pilot, they're probably getting a good tip.
Oh, definitely. 562, I'm a truck driver. You can tip a truck driver by flashing us. It would be highly appreciated.
All right, that's still the
Flash
one thing,
your truck drivers
one thing
everywhere.
that beats cash. Juan, we give you the final word on this, and then we got to take a break. What's up? Juan.
I'm online?
Yeah, you're on. You're on
Yes.
the air. What's up?
Okay, I used to do security as a bouncer. Tips were great, baby. They like anything less than was 100 was and mind you, back then the minimum wage was like I think $7 in the
Yeah,
early
but you're not talking about tips. You're talking about bribes. If you're a bouncer, those are bribes.
No, not necessarily bribes, because you would get the perps trying to get in like the minors at a bar. I'd be like, dude, I have some kind of standards, you know?
Right. So that you think
and
it's
they were,
tips.
I would come home with like wads of hundreds because I was at a good club, like at a happening club where people just didn't want to wait in line. That was it. They just wanted the VIP treatment. You know what I mean? That's
pretty
Like,
good
they'll just
right
pay
there.
because they don't want to wait.
Don't want to wait.
323 said, my motto is it's a $5 tip on everything now.
It does feel like that's what
There's
it's
a
become.
$5 minimum on every tip.
Yeah, what used to be a buck, like valet, whatever, used to be a buck. Then that just doesn't cut it anymore. And that
Yeah, or
jumped to
some
$5.
people did like $1 a drink at a bar or
Yeah.
$2 a drink.
Yeah, I did tell it to my dad the other day because he was out here. He like pulled it. He's like, "Don't worry, I got it." And he pulled out like the sad little wrinkled $1 bill. I'm like, "Dad, this is not going to cut it."
No. But $1 for a beer, like that is fair.
I agree.
Like literally, like you're just pouring a beer. Here's $1, and I mean, you have to take into consideration the amount of trouble the person is going. Exactly.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's 10%. Let's say beer's $10, which nowadays. Nowadays it'd be
No,
eight
beer,
to $10.
average beer is
$7.
Right, okay, I say 7.
All right,
Six-
fine.
6
So
to
yeah,
$7.
$1 is mathematically that's right. $1 a beer, and if you sit there and have a few beers, you leave a $5, right? But I think the standard of putting the money, if you're putting a tip old school style in someone's hand, to put $1 in someone's hand,
Feels sad.
It feels very sad. It's like a limp
Yeah, but
handshake with an old person.
that's why just another El Cheapo tip. You roll it, fold
good.
it so that it seems like more.
Seems more significant.
And then you just hand it and run away.
I've done that move before. If you fold it in a certain way, it looks like they're getting multiple dollars.
And they're like, thank you so much.
And
And, you're
then
like, you're welcome. And you're like, I have so much money, I have to roll it up.
Once you deconstruct that origami later, you're going to be miserable. We got to take a quick break. If you want acoustic Christmas tickets, we got a pair for you coming up in about 15 minutes right here. KROQ show continues next.
Bad Heroes, Good Show.
I saw this dog that was just sitting on the corner of an intersection, and then I came back about 12 minutes later, and the dog was still sitting right there.
It was a statue, wasn't it?
I don't want to answer that.
It was. It wasn't a real dog.
It was an art.
Did you pull over and get out of your car?
Yeah, I did. Well, because I...
Klein, Alley, Show.
Later this morning on this Thrifty Thursday, El Cheapo will be here to talk about the tips that you should be giving and the tips you don't have to give this holiday season. That'll be happening later this morning. If you're someone that counts on tips, depends on tips, we'd love to hear your stories, the good ones you got and the times you feel like you got totally stiffed. This is the time of year that tipping used to be. It used to just be this was the time of year where tipping would happen. And now it's become a year-round thing because of all those dumb screens that are judging you constantly wherever you go to do anything. But
It will be El Cheapo tipping edition for Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets.
so that'll be coming up later this morning here at KROQ.
Question for you. Do you have a long list of people that you have to buy holiday gifts for?
Just made the list last night, as a matter of fact.
How many people deep is it?
Well, it started as a very small list, and it was like cousins, and it started just with the immediate, and then it started all these questions about the garbage man and the mailman.
No, I'm not talking about any of those people. I'm talking about people that you actually buy presents for.
Oh, I forgot to even write you guys down. Jesus Christ. The list started getting long.
That's what started. As the list gets longer, your anxiety just grows and grows, and you're like, oh my God. But then
in my head, I had like a number for everyone, and then I was like, all right, there's 6 people. I think this is about right. And then when that list tripled, I was like, all right, well, they're all going to get a third of what I was originally going to give them. Because you start just doing the math, and you go, like, that's a lot of people to give. And then you go, at some point, it's even worth it. If you just end up giving everyone a stupid cookie, isn't it better just give them nothing at that point?
Oh, yeah, I don't want a cookie.
Right.
That's stupid.
Jake, you'll get a cookie. Don't you worry.
But
hey, I've given you guys a box of cookies before.
That's true.
Do you guys not like those?
That's
cookies.
Right. Cookies in a
plural.
box. I was going to buy the box of cookies, open it up, and give everyone a cookie.
And wrap it.
I was thankful for it.
Yeah, that's right. Jake would love that.
Here's the other thing. When you meet somebody and they get integrated into your holiday list, you have a new friend, whatever, a new family member, then they find a partner. And then you're like, okay, now I'm supposed to get something for you and your partner. Then do you start going for the couple's gift? Or do you do an individual gift for each person? And then
wait, just because this person shacks up with somebody else doesn't necessarily mean that you are friends with that other partner.
And by the way, they're going to hate you. If you give them a gift, there's nothing worse than receiving a gift from someone that you didn't even think, that didn't even cross your mind.
They're probably not going to get you one either, by the way.
And that's the worst, because all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I got to go get them something or act like. That's why I always carry extra Starbucks gift cards in my wallet this time of year, so that if anyone hands me something I was unexpecting, I go, I got you too, boom.
If somebody gets married to that person and then they're a part of the holidays every year.
But if you're not friendly with the other person, no.
Yeah, you can still give a gift to just one of them.
Well, for example, my friend, we get gifts for each other every year. Now she's married. The husband's a nice guy. It's not like I hang out with him solo or anything like that. But I would feel weird not getting him anything and just being right in front of him, being like, here you go, wife, here's your gift.
What would you give her, though? Like, would you give her something that would only be useful for her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would, normally.
That's why I don't like to do couples gift, because I feel like a couples gift is just kind of a cop-out. It's like, here's a platter. Like, what are you supposed to do for a couple? Yeah, it's something that sucks. So I don't want to just do couples gift.
My wife gets lots of gifts from her, clients, coworkers, and it's always stuff that I can't use, and other lovers, and it's always
trainers.
It's always like cream, like neck cream.
Wow, it is always cream.
It's always cream. And I say, stop putting cream on my wife, for the love of God. It's too much cream.
More cream.
But like a box will arrive, and I'll think to myself, oh, good, I'll get
Your wife is so soft.
So soft, the softest. She's like a baby otter.
She doesn't need that red laser thing anymore.
And I think to myself, oh, good, a gift arrived. Maybe there's a meat in here or something I can enjoy. And it's always just more female creams and stuff. It's nothing for me.
Because these two people are very different. If I was going to find something that was good, unless I was doing like a date night thing, like, here's 2 tickets to AMC and popcorn and a, kind of a date night thing.
Great gift.
I think so too. But then here's the other question. If that couple has a child, do they get knocked off the list and you only buy a gift for the child?
Yeah. That's the
Really?
That is, I believe, look, I think that the reality is this. You have a friend for a while, you give them a gift, they're single. Part of you giving them a gift is because they're single and sad like Vanessa. Then they move past that. They find someone. Then you can almost, I think at that point, you don't even need to be the person to give them a gift anymore, because now they got the partner that should be taking care of that. That's their gift. But if they have a kid, then sometimes they creep back in and you feel like, all right, I got to send the kid a little something.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, well, the parents definitely also need something because they have a young kid, and that's really stressful. But then I think that everything gets knocked, like the parents get knocked down or out completely when a kid is born, and that sucks for them.
Yes, it does.
Like then Christmas and all that stuff just becomes kind of lame for the adults.
Can you imagine the parent that resents their kid because they got a gift and they didn't?
Yeah,
that will probably be my wife.
But that is the case. Look, when I get home to my house this time of year and there's boxes, and I always think to myself, well, one of these days is going to have my name on this box. I don't think I've ever seen my name on a box, unless it was mislabeled. But it's always something for the kids.
And that's exciting to see your name on a box.
It is exciting. It's very exciting.
When it says Catherine on it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but like it's always something for my wife or something for the kids, and I've accepted that. And I just
is that just part of life? Then?
That's just part of life. But I think that the question you're asking is, can you give a gift do you give a couple gift? A couple's gift.
Yeah, 626 said couple gift equals nobody gets a gift.
That's kind of...
Nobody ever uses the gift to share.
Yes. I think that's that's why, like...
Unless the movie theater, that's a great idea, I think.
If it's like experience, or like a gift card to a restaurant they really like or something like that.
That's pretty good.
A lot of people on the text line said they'd like to give Vanessa the gift of cream if she's interested.
Gross.
Just letting you know. A lot of offers on the text line.
In March, she's accepting.
In March, she will start. Put that gift on layaway until March. We got to take a quick break. I don't think we've solved anything, but we'll be right back. When we return, things will get good. If you represent Generation X or Generation Z, if you're a Gen Zer or a Gen Xer, you'd like to battle, defend your generation, prove that you are the most important generation in the history of society, we got some Kings tickets up for grabs right now. More importantly, bragging rights for your generation. Get on the phones now, 800-520-1067. Generation Wars next.
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
And that's that loving sound.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Dane.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
Find out what's going on in the world with a check at your ADD News. We do it every single hour right here at KROQ. Then we will give you some tickets to KROQ's 33rd annual Almost Acoustic Christmas, happening in 9 days, the Kia Forum. Can't wait to hang out with you as we celebrate the greatest holiday tradition to happen since the birth of baby Jesus, and that'll happen at the Forum on the 14th, and hopefully you'll be there as well. Tickets, Ticketmaster.com to buy or win them from us starting in 5 minutes.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I'm what they call a problem drinker.
661. I just bought my tickets to KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. So excited. I send you guys my section number. Can you stop by for a drink? Yeah, we'll figure out a time and a place where we can all meet up and have some drinks together.
Yes, let's absolutely do that.
I don't know where that'll be, but it will be often.
Let's start off with a story about a different ticket. Winning the lottery.
This story is. I couldn't sleep last night because of this story.
It's horrible thinking about.
Yeah, I think it's
money.
me. I think it's me, by the way.
Are you serious?
I think it's me. I'm not kidding.
Okay, so winning the lottery has got to be one of the best feelings that most surreal, euphoric feelings that a human can ever experience.
Whenever they say something about people who win the lottery are just as happy as they were after, as they were before, it's all BS.
No, if America has taught us anything, it is money buys happiness.
I watched that fat guy with the ponytail running around L.A. buying houses with Porsches and hot chicks with him. He looks,
Castro?
Whatever his name is.
Be nice to him, okay?
I love you, dude.
We love you, Edwin.
Great ponytail. And I'm telling you right now, that guy seems as happy. I don't know what he looked like before, but he looks damn happy.
He's always smiling.
Looks damn happy right now.
So I guess in December 8th of 2023, 2 Mega Millions jackpot winners purchased tickets at the same Chevron gas station in Encino.
That was my go. When I lived there, that's where I bought my tickets.
Is that where you were living in December of 2023?
I got to do the math. I've moved a lot, but I think so. And I would buy the tickets, and of course you don't check them because you just assume you assume you'd hear if there was a big winner. Usually that's news. I didn't even hear about this until yesterday with this article.
So this weekend is the deadline for the winner of a $197 million jackpot.
Oh.
And they need to come forward and claim their winnings, and if they don't, the money's going to go to public education.
Oh, the worst! The worst!
Oh, we don't want the kids to get $197 million.
Come on. Seriously?
So they're urging, and that's nice that they're saying, hey, we're urging everybody to check your tickets.
This weekend.
December 8th. They 1 year.
They stalled. They waited their sweet-ass time. I didn't realize it was. So a year ago, exactly around a year ago, someone was at that Encino Chevron station. I know exactly where that is. 2 people,
but one of them claimed the prize and another one hasn't.
$190-something million sitting in a ticket. It's probably in a pair of pants. It could be in a drawer.
Maybe you already threw it away.
Probably.
What are you going to do?
All I know is I started going through old pants yesterday. Because whenever I put on pants I haven't worn in a while, like fat pants or skinny pants, I always have Mega Millions tickets in the pocket.
And you have to pay cash, right, for those?
Oh, yeah.
So there's no record of you buying.
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
My God.
But I'm telling you, I know that.
Can we check the show?
I know that.
Maybe
I know that
we
place
talked
well.
about it on the show, and maybe you talked about buying.
I was going to go through my closet anyway and start throwing stuff out.
If I help you find it, can I have half?
Nope. But I just know I've been to that Chevron many times. Bought many loser tickets there. So I'm just saying.
Apparently, the only one. Everyone else wins there.
If you were there a year ago, you got old tickets. Check them. You could
Who has old tickets laying around? Nobody.
I'm telling you, pockets.
There's nobody. It's gone.
Whenever,
no one person is like, here it is.
You know when your lease is up on your car? If you have one of those, if you lease your car, you turn it in at the end. You do that like one massive clean at the end where you go through. You always find random lottery tickets in there. I'm telling you, these are the places you got to look. It's very sad. Very sad.
It's like old fries and old lottery tickets.
Oh.
All right, I know it's stressful to travel during the holidays, but this video of this woman and her racist rant on a family at the LAX shuttle is disgusting. It's inexcusable, and now she has given her official excuse for her behavior. This happened over the weekend. If you listen, the video, it's kind of hard to understand what she's saying, but this is them talking about it and interviewing the guy whose family it happened to.
An unhinged woman unleashing a repugnant tirade on a father and his young family.
You guys are crazy.
AD people are crazy. You told me to have some more curry, right?
At the time, I remember my hands were shaking. I was so upset, but also just floored.
So this woman was in her 60s. She was on the same flight as this guy and his family. His family's Indian, but they live in America. They're American citizens. She started saying on the LAX shuttle, Indian people are gross. You have no respect. You think you can push everyone, etc. Anyway, now everyone hates her.
Pull the clip of Allie saying that.
Please don't.
By the way.
Please don't.
Thank you.
And, she's kind of earned a name as like a new Karen, even though her name is Arlene. Now she has come out saying, guys, I have a brain injury. That's why I'm racist. So she said, most people know me as a very kind, very calm person, but since the brain injury, I can get agitated very easily.
And what is wrong with your brain?
They were on the plane together earlier, and she thinks that he had pushed her and that he was being rude to her. And then by the time they got on the shuttle, she was so agitated that she just started spewing horribly racist things.
Yeah, it's funny because you can't really make fun of someone with a brain injury.
She's like, what should I say? I have a couple days to think about it. I guess we'll go brain injury.
Yeah, that's interesting because it's like, oh, this terrible woman is a racist scum. And then she's like, but I have brain injury. So I can't call the brain injury person terrible.
Yes, you can.
Well, yeah, in this case you can. Cause it's a made-up brain injury. But
I mean, it's not made up. Apparently, it was caused by an explosion by a propane leak at her Mammoth Lakes house.
Oh, man.
So she did have a significant injury, and apparently there is a medical record of that.
Some real first-world problems.
But I know. My Mammoth Lakes home had a propane leak.
That's okay. I'll go stay at one of my other 3 homes.
Exactly. So I don't think that this is still doing her any favors, though. Even if you're agitated easily, doesn't mean that you should say things like that to people, especially when they are with their children. Mm-hmm. All right. IKEA is known for their Swedish balls and their giant stores, and, of course, their giant bags, which we've talked about. But now they've announced they're going in a different direction. They have decided to open their first small format store in LA County in December, and it will feature over 1,000 products that will be refreshed each season, allowing guests to shop for the most popular items without navigating a giant warehouse. And
yeah, that's a great idea, because I think the best part of IKEA is not all those stupid rooms you got to walk through with the bunk beds.
It's a little knick-knack
rooms. It's that little thing at the end you have to get through. It's got the frames and the vases and all that little stuff. That's the good stuff.
Yeah,
right
but you know what? I don't like this, because if you actually have to go to a big IKEA, you ever put in your Google Maps like Target, and then you walk up and it's a city Target,
oh, it's the worst.
And you're like, God damn it!
I know,
this has nothing that I need,
right?
You know, and it's just like college essentials, and you're like, hold on.
For the most part, you're not going there getting a dresser every day. You're going there buying all that other stuff, spatulas and crap like that.
The only time I've ever gone to IKEA is to buy big furniture.
Well, then you and I tick different.
It's Google Maps needs to say, hey, by the way, this is a tiny one. You know what I mean? Like, they have to do something to let you know you're not going to the real thing.
Yes, because
it'll all just show up as IKEA, and then you're going to go there and you're going to be upset.
How would you like to get some tickets from us right now, this very moment? All you got to do is get on the phone, 800-520-1067. If you are caller 20, oh boy, it's almost as great as finding a missing lottery ticket in your pants that's worth $200 million. Because we will give you 2 tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, 9 days from today at the Kia Forum. Caller 20. Happy holidays from us at KROQ.
Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Starts now and happens every hour, straight up through 6 p.m. here at KROQ. Tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Less than 10 days away. And we cannot wait to get together with that rotating stage. All the bands, all the vibes, all the feels, and, of course, all of you. And this woman may or may not be there, Allie. She left a message on the GOAT line. We'll give away tickets to caller 20 in a second.
Hey, guys. Love you both. Klein and Allie, Omar, everybody. The morning show is great, period. However...
Want to guess what the however is? She's a big fan. She started the message with a compliment, but there's a however, which usually doesn't end well. Love you. Love the show.
I'm going to guess that, like, out-of-context clip was played that appears hugely problematic.
Right. Someone said something that was incredibly racist or homophobic or
otherwise, any other bad.
Right. Okay. So she heard something out of context.
Yeah.
Good guess. Jake, any guesses as to why this woman threw a however after her compliment?
Is it your backwards hat?
Maybe. Could be.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway, here's what she had to say. This woman started with a nice thing, and then it took a turn.
Hey, guys. Love you both. Klein and Allie, Omar, everybody. The morning show is great, period. However, I'm so tired of listening to Foo Fighters, Smashing Pumpkins, Linkin Park over and over and over again when there is so much new music out there. I'm done listening to the live show. I don't want to hear this old crap anymore. I'll just go to the Odyssey app and listen to the show in 2 hours.
Don't do that. No. Live show is everything.
And play my own good music. You guys are the rock station of Los Angeles.
Okay, listen, how dare you? I bet you couldn't even guess what the next song is I've got on tap right now. Allie, want to take a guess? I bet you won't get it.
I bet it's something we've never heard before, something completely unique, something that's breaking music now.
I'll tell you right now, you didn't expect this. This is not Foo Fighters or Linkin Park that I'm about to play. Absolutely, it is not. It is Muse. Did you see that coming?
Oh.
Did you see that coming? Hey,
flawless transition.
Lupita in Glendale, how goes it?
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
You're
this
caller
is my
20.
First time. Oh my God, that is so awesome.
We will see you at the Kia Forum for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Congratulations, you're in.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Klein Alley Show. Just heard a message from a woman that was happy with us but mad at the station, and that is a great segue into this next opportunity for you to win some Disneyland tickets. It's time for Diss Me for Disney. You have the opportunity to insult us in any way you deem appropriate. Anything we do, anything we say, anything we look like, it's all on the table. Anything about the show, anything at all. You want to dig deep, dig deep. If it's funny, even better. You can insult us in any way that you feel is appropriate, and we will take our absolute favorite insult and give you some tickets to Disneyland. Not one, not two, not three, but four, one day, one park passes. And if you'd like to diss me for Disney, and when I say diss me, please you don't just have to diss me.
You can diss
Allie.
him.
You could diss Omar.
Things we
Jake,
do on the show, segments that bother you.
Anything at all. It's a great opportunity as everyone's doing their year-end raps and year-end countdowns. Let's go ahead and maybe there's something that happens on the show that you truly do not like, but figure out a clever way to diss us. Diss Me for Disney will begin in a moment on the text line, on the Instagram, and on the air at 800-520-1067. Already some great strong disses coming through with the net bangers.
Oh, yeah.
In the chat. On the YouTube Live. So there's lots of ways to insult us.
That's
Tons
just
of
kind
ways.
of an everyday thing, though.
Yeah, that's at this point. That's just become almost like affirmations. So if you'd like to diss us, think about it. And Diss Me for Disney will result in you getting tickets to Disneyland for the holidays. And you make us sad, we make you happy, and we do that next.
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
And that's that loving sound. The doctors know that I'm money to spend.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky sometimes.
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Dane.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
Time for a butt roundup. It's KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Stuff going on in the world, stuff going on in the news, stuff potentially happening to your own body involving your ass. And you don't know about it because the news buries butt stories. And that's where we come in, Allie, with something that we call butt stuff.
It must be a special occasion. Oh, yeah. It's time for butt stuff.
In this edition of Butt Stuff, been quite a few stories of people actually getting butt-related injuries. Now, I know last time we did a butt stuff, it was a lot of people doing these backdoor, pun intended, surgeries with non-licensed doctors that were doing butt injections, and then they were getting cement in there, and it was a whole problem. Now, it seems there's a couple of good butt-related stories that we should share with you, including the bulldog puppy that was born without a butt.
What?
But has made a miracle recovery after a life-saving surgery.
Klein, who has an extra butt to donate?
I don't have an extra butt. I have an extra hole. It's very different. Complex operation and built the dog a new bottom from scratch. 3-hour surgery. Lucky
from scratch? What kind of scratch?
Lucky then spent a week recovering and learning how to relieve herself, and now she is a fully functioning bulldog puppy born without a butt. I didn't even know that was possible in the world of dogs, but that is a medical miracle right there.
So I'm happy that this dog now has a butt. However, there are a lot of humans that, we just talked to One-Arm Gary yesterday who needs an arm. Yep. People don't have legs.
People love doing stuff for puppies born without stuff. That's the world can
rally.
My
God, puppies in wheelchairs, puppies with artificial butts. They love it. And they will come out of the woodwork. They will donate so much money to make sure that every dog has a butt. And I just want to say, I understand animals are great, but people are pretty great too, and we should help them, maybe.
From good butt stuff to bad butt stuff, here's this.
San Antonio police are working on a crazy case because they say the entire argument turned shooting was over a parking spot. Police say the man was at a store on West Commerce Street when he got into an argument with a group of guys over parking. When the man was leaving, he says the men started shooting at his car, hitting him one time in his rear end.
So that guy got shot in the butt, and that is not the only bad shot in the butt story, Allie, because listen to this. Just when you thought that was the only thing you had to worry about, here's another one.
A Pensacola man is in jail this morning, suspected of shooting another man at a Waffle House.
Now, the sheriff's office says Lucky shot at the ground near the victim. The bullet ricocheted, hitting the man in the buttocks. Deputies say they found a bag of marijuana, other drugs. So Lucky, when they arrested him, he's being held without bond.
So that's two shot in the butt stories
what
right
a strong floor that it ricocheted off the floor and into his butt.
Right in the butt, outside of a Waffle House. And that sounded like a great night up until the shooting in the butt, because they had a bag of drugs, they had Waffle House, they had everything you could have asked for, minus the shooting in the buttocks.
But wouldn't you say that's probably the best place to get shot?
I
mean, it's all fat.
Yeah, I would think and it's a cool story.
But
and
even the Waffle House.
Oh, the Waffle House is definitely the best place to get shot, because you can immediately, point to the menu. You don't have to order. You just point to the picture. You got food coming.
Waffles.
Chunked and smothered, I say. And then there's this story. If you are one of the fans of Ozempic or Wegovy, you don't just have to worry about all of the other Ozempic face stuff. Ozempic butt is apparently taking over.
First, we had Ozempic face, and now we have Ozempic butt. It's this idea that when people are taking Ozempic, also called semaglutide, and they lose weight, or, by the way, Wegovy, just so you know, Ozempic is actually FDA approved for diabetes, helps with weight loss as well. Wegovy is semaglutide approved for weight loss, but whatever people may be taking, Wegovy or Ozempic, they are losing
someone's
weight
on Ozempic.
Yeah, this woman is definitely
so obvious.
defending the Ozempic.
They have a lot of benefits, and it helps with depression and diabetes, and it's FDA
they are
approved.
losing weight and ending up with Ozempic butt. I did a video on Ozempic face. Now we have Ozempic butt. So what is it? It's this idea that you lose weight, you lose enough weight, perhaps you lose weight quickly enough that your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt.
So they're saying this
How
is
many
now
more words is she going to come up with?
There's a lot of words for butt, and she uses all of them.
That your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt, whatever you call it. And that can happen, honestly,
big
guys.
fat asses. Thank
Did you say that, lady?
Yeah, you didn't say big fat asses like Klein did. You forgot that one, the obvious.
And that can happen, honestly, guys, with any time we, number one, lose weight, lose a certain amount of weight, lose weight at a certain speed, we can get sagging skin. And that's what...
She's on meth, this woman, I think.
She's on Ozempic and cocaine.
Yeah.
Some people are realizing as they go through their, say, Ozempic or Wegovy or...
Cozempic. She's got a little Cozempic going for her. So the combination.
What have you. So when we talk about Ozempic, but is it surprising? Well, not really.
There you go.
Is it hot? Yes, it is,
Yes.
Chris.
So there's a big roundup of all butt stuff. Also, experts wanted to point out that we were all making a giant mistake down there when wiping. Do you know what the mistake is, Allie? This is according to experts. This is the last story we have time for in butt stuff, this roundup.
People are going back to front?
That's a good guess. I think that only matters if you're a woman, I believe. I think guys can go...
Any which way they want.
International
men.
International waters down there. Our body, our choice, right? Whatever we want to do. Want to take a guess?
I mean, another mistake. I think that we shouldn't even be using toilet paper at all. We should be using wipes because we get chapped asses.
You're using the wrong word altogether. They're saying the concept of a wipe
in general
is all wrong.
You got to just do the bidet.
It should be a pat or a dab. Pat or dab. Wipe is.
How are you supposed to get stuff?
Listen, this is according to experts now. They say we are handling that area all wrong. And the whole notion of wiping is the problem.
I'm sorry, but if you're just doing a light dab, you got to stank ass.
I'm sorry, I'm an expert in this, and they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
do you realize how gross Jake's butt would be if he dabbed?
The butt experts reveal. The butt experts reveal. You are in there for an hour.
I'll be in there for 2 hours.
The butt experts reveal that the wiping and wiping hard is causing all sorts of problems for people because we're not doing the proper pat/dab method.
Oh.
Dab.
This will not be the first time we've received insults. In fact, Allie, if I were to listen to any random message that's been piling up on the GOAT line, we've been insulted many times by many people.
So I'm listening to KROQ this morning, and over here you guys are glorifying some stupid drug called C3PO or something like that, pink cocaine. What the is wrong with you fools, man? You guys are pieces of dude. Go yourselves.
That was one of the more pleasant insults we've received. That guy proceeded to threaten our lives a few different ways, but as a result, sometimes disses are not fun, and other times they are fun.
But for him, points for passion, but not points for creativity.
Not that clever, not that creative, didn't even rhyme. If you'd like to get in on Diss Me for Disney, phones, text line 800-520-1067. Diss is coming in on all sides. This is already really bruising all of our self-esteems. I think Vanessa's already wanted to tap out of this. She does not like...
I know, she doesn't like mean stuff.
She doesn't like mean stuff.
She's Miss Positive. But then she can also be brutal.
Here's the thing, and this is how I truly do feel. My best friends, my best friends in the whole world, which I consider you if you listen to this show in any sort of regular, a couple minutes a day, a couple hours a day, whatever. Consider you friends. We get maybe we've never even met, but I consider you friends. We get along. I think that the most insults I give and the most clever and the most fun insults I give and receive are to my best friends and vice versa. And that's how we show we love each other, by saying the meanest things we could possibly think of to each other.
And you tell me that before every insult, and it still hurts.
Still hurts, stings.
But I know it's because you love me.
It's a love thing. You can only do that with the people you love. All the people you don't really care about, you got to go fake nice to. You look great, love that. And then behind their back, you say you look like a pig.
Just like 626, who says Klein is the Temu version of Dave Portnoy.
Okay, that hurts.
That's love.
That stings a little bit, but I will still accept it.
949, Klein's nose is so big he has to use turn signals when he turns his head.
All right, that one is hurting a little more now. Guys, Diss Me for Disney doesn't just have to be about me. It can be about anyone on the show.
Do you want another one about you before we go to the phone line?
I'd rather not.
857, ever heard of resting bitch face? Klein sounds like he has resting stuffed nose. Let's get this guy a damn sleep apnea machine.
Thank you. All right, let's say hi to David, and let's go ahead and shift it around. You have one chance to insult anyone on the show or anything about the show, and one of these disses will result in Disneyland tickets. Go ahead.
Hey, Allie, what's going on? Didn't do no laundry today? I didn't know you could wear a bathrobe as a sweater.
Okay.
And Klein, stop smelling your fingers. Your boyfriend, Ryan Seacrest, will be there after the show.
Whoa.
All right, let me say it is very fun.
Are you smelling your fingers a lot?
I think I have allergies, maybe, but I don't know. Allie's shirt she's wearing today does look like a bath mat. That is very funny. That is a visual joke, but if you check out the YouTube live stream right now, it does look like the...
I usually just wear this around the house, and Vanessa gave me a compliment on it.
I swear to God I have that same exact thing next to my shower right now. I swear to you. I'm telling you, that is an amazing... Did you get that at Bed Bath & Beyond? Where did you get that?
Very comfortable.
It's unbelievable.
Just a few safety pins,
Good
and
start.
Made it.
Michelle, you're on KROQ. Go ahead.
It's Michael.
Oh, Michael, go ahead.
So I got one for Allie, too. Allie looks like Allie looks like Rapunzel if she never got saved from the tower. And Vanessa is basically one of the Snow White dwarves if you just hit the SAP button on her.
Okay, all right. That's a good one. That's good. That's a good insult. This me.
So I look like a Rapunzel who never got saved, and Vanessa looks like
a dwarf with the SAP button. That's very funny. Vanessa, even that. Come on.
I like that they were Disney references.
Vanessa. She's hurt. She doesn't want to be a part of this.
Oh my gosh, you loser.
Let's say hi to Will on KROQ. Diss Me for Disney. Any insults you have about us or the show could result in you getting Disneyland tickets. Go ahead, Will.
Perfect. Sweet dips, guys.
Sweet dips.
So I was shocked the first time I saw Klein's picture because he has the voice of a fat man. But basically, he looks like Homer Simpson's voice stuck in poor man Dane Cook's body.
Thank you. Okay, let me process that for a moment.
So solid.
That's very specific, but very accurate.
All right, appreciate that.
562, Allie looks like Ursula from The Mermaid on Ozempic.
These are good. I like that the people are working in Disney insults.
I know, I like it.
To insult us. Even stronger. Denise, you're on KROQ. Good morning. You're Diss Me for Disney. Go ahead.
Yeah, this show is the reason the mute button was invented.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Not saying anything we haven't heard in many focus groups already.
Somebody else on Instagram said, I listen every day just to make sure Kevin and Bean aren't on an extended vacation.
That's a good one. That's almost disworthy. Natalie, Diss Me for Disney, 800-520-1067. Your insult could result in you going to the happiest place on planet Earth. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm sorry, but your show is so boring. I only listen if you guys are giving away prizes. I would much rather hear the Heidi and Frank show on 95.5.
All right. That does burn. I hear you.
Man, that'd be really funny if she got tickets.
Alyssa, diss me for Disney.
That hurts.
Hi, I just really hate when you're doing Johnny Doesn't Know and you say that he used to be a preschool teacher, because we all know he learned more from the kids than they did from him.
That's a good line right there, and that is true. But making fun of Johnny for being dumb is technically making fun of the handicapped, I believe. So we can't do that. I think so. Marcus on KROQ, diss me for Disney. Why did we do this? Why did we give everyone an opportunity to say mean things to us? I don't know. Go ahead, Marcus.
Good morning. I can't really diss you guys. I love you guys so much. But that being said, going back to Kiss FM.
Okay. All right. Well, those ones actually do hurt.
Makes no sense.
I get it. I understand.
Let's see. 626 Omar probably takes so many pictures of toilets because he's confused that they're you guys.
How about 562? Stryker and Klein became Diker and Klein.
Oh, my God.
That's a good line right there.
I like that.
All right, listen, we'll continue with these. We'll pick a winner, give away some Disney tickets next on KROQ. Not looking forward to part two of this, but let's go ahead and give away some Disney tickets.
Why are we doing a part two?
Diss me for Disney. Well, people are trying to get through with their insults. It's an opportunity to say mean things to us. Maybe you feel these things, and maybe you do not. I think we got a front runner so far, but any insult is welcome at this point.
323, I wanted to roast Omar, but nothing burns more than the fact that he lives in Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, burn. Let's say hi.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah. John, we have another Omar burn on the phone. Go ahead, John.
Well, look, I'm not saying Omar's been looking chunky lately, but he should change his name to DJ Domar Khan.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
All right. West on KROQ. Good morning. Diss me for Disney. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, we have to give away tickets just to listen to a radio station now? Is that how low we're snooping, guys?
If you delivered that better, it would have hurt more. And then you just called us snoopid.
I know. Let's say hi to Let's add Abraham quickly. Abraham, go ahead.
All right, I'm sorry for this, but Allie, your neck is so long, you could basically be a stand-in for that giant dinosaur at the beginning of Jurassic Park.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's true. Allie does have a giant neck.
562 has something similar. Allie has the forehead of a Dodge Intrepid windshield.
Oh, man. That's a burn right there.
Yeah.
Insult to Dodge more than anything.
Hey!
Hey, Alyssa, go ahead. Oh, hold on one second. That's not... Erica, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, what's
All
up?
right, this is going to hurt to say, but you guys have no lips. It just looks like a mouth that opens and closes, no lips whatsoever. I want to start a GoFundMe to get you guys some lip injections, please.
Okay, thank you. Great. We have no lips. People are going real physical on us today. I don't like that we're on the YouTube now.
Neither of us have lips, Klein. That's so... Oh.
And lips are Allie's favorite body part, too. All right, we got to go. Julian, I just want Jake to get some insulting in because we haven't gotten Jake yet. No, get in Jake quickly, and then we got to pick a winner. Go ahead.
How's it going, guys?
Fine.
Oh,
it's
great.
Diss me for Disney. How do you think it's going? We're getting insulted for the last 10 minutes.
This is the best part of my day. So Jake looks like that guy that on Halloween your parents make sure you stay away from that house.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not even a diss.
It's a shack.
That is a fact right there.
Don't go into that weird back house.
Listen, a lot of people would like to say mean things to us. We'll continue to take these calls off the air just for our own self-esteem.
Why?
I think it's important
Can we
hear
just
them.
pick one and move on?
And the GOAT line is there for you for any dishes you couldn't get through live today on the show. Universally, the one that made us all laugh, I believe, is that Vanessa looks like one of the dwarves.
Oh, the elves, yeah.
One of the
that was a
dwarves
great
from
one.
Snow White with the SAP button on. I forget who gave us that diss. We'll call you back. You got 4 tickets to Disneyland. Thank you for all of your disses. They all hurt equally. And
Now, you
tomorrow,
can stop now. You don't have to keep
Michael,
going.
that's the guy's name. Michael, congratulations. We'll
The
call
one that
you
you
back.
called Michelle.
Michelle, Michael, whatever you are, we'll call you back with the exciting news. You're going to Disneyland. Thank you for participating in the show.
Klein looks like somebody drew him with their left hand.
That's good stuff right there. Thank you.
I can see it.
Really appreciate it.
That's so great.
That's called The Stranger.
Yeah.
Feels good. Let's get into this from Green Day, and thank you for all those wonderful insults. We'll assume you meant them all with love. No? Hello?
Anyone?
Love?
Crickets?
No? All right, in that case, we appreciate all that you said. This is Green Day on KROQ. just like that, we're going to get the hell out of here. Nicole Alvarez will be in 40 minutes nonstop KROQ, and more importantly, tickets. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, starting again in about 20 minutes, and every hour thereafter, all day long, right here till 6 p.m. You'll have chances to win. So get your tickets so we can all hang out together at the Forum on December 14th. Chance to win coming up again just after 10 o'clock with Nicole Alvarez. All right, we'll do some takeaways from today's show, and then we'll get out of here. Tomorrow, we'll have more Disneyland tickets for you. Insults not needed. Thank you. By the way, text line you can now let up. It's been nonstop onslaught of insults since we started doing that. Diss Me for Disney, a massive success for everyone except our very own egos. And thank you for all of the kind words you've said. Some of them really cut deep. Really appreciate that.
We'll talk about them with our therapist.
You can check out the show in all of its visual form on YouTube. If you're not watching as we stream live right now and every morning, you can check out the full show as it goes up right after we get off the air. So maybe you missed some moments or you want to see what it looks like or how much we cried actually when we read these insults. You can go to KROQ's YouTube page, check out Klein Alley Show there. Instagram and Twitter, I think, at Klein Alley Show. If you're not already following along, you can do that. And the podcast. Download wherever you get your podcast. Appreciate you commenting and subscribing. That all helps us a lot. All right, let's get the hell out of here with takeaways. What do we got?
Okay, let's see. 323, my takeaway is Vanessa's dating goals for 2025 are closing her legs open over and over again until she slows down.
That's right. We heard that earlier today. She admitted that publicly. We all heard it, and she kept saying it over and over again for some strange reason.
310, my takeaway is everyone stop gifting Klein's wife cream.
Stop.
She has enough.
Plenty of cream, guys. Give her something else, something I want. Not cream.
44, my takeaway is there's nothing gayer than the Lakers losing by 41 to Miami.
Oh, the gayest.
And 213, my takeaway is the hot toy this Christmas is a Tickle Me Vanessa.
That's going to be a good one. Just pull the string. You never know what it'll say. It's amazing. All the little things that come out of that Tickle Me.
Ooh-ha.
There you go. It's one of my favorites. I like when it says the thing about cocaine, but you have to pull the string a lot, and it only does it between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. But then it will say it over and over again. What's your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
I love Starbucks' new mascot, Mocha Moose.
Mocha Moose, color of 2025. You guys are all making fun of me now, but wait till you see a lot of Mocha Moose in your future. You'll say, yep, Klein told me first about that Mocha
when
Moose.
I'm surrounded by it, I'll admit I'm wrong.
Allie, you got a takeaway?
Yeah, mine is also color related. My takeaway is white doesn't see color.
White don't see color. It's funny, Jake got into a whole fight today with a guy about hue,
not a color or a
contrast.
hue. It's a nothing.
That was a great little feud. I love you guys to fight every day on the show.
Just about colors.
Omar, you got a takeaway?
Yeah, my takeaway is
survey says wrong.
Survey says wrong. Love that guy. It's going to be our new favorite drop until we forget about it. Have a great day. We will do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, Goat Line is open for you now. 844-956-GOAT for any of your comments, critiques, and criticisms. And Omar will take us out this time without stuttering. How about that?
That they feel that that you know they feel that
Yeah. Good morning, net bangers. What is popping, y'all? What is good? Yeah, we're live. Chat, what's going on, y'all? Great to see you again. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow's almost Friday. We're almost there, baby boy. Let's go. Really quick. I know everybody's enjoying all their Spotify raps. We see a lot of you guys saying, oh, like we were your top podcast of the year or like somewhere in your list. Okay, I'm definitely sure Joe Rogan and Caller Daddy were number 1 and 2 on your list, which is fine. We get that. But it's an honor to be on your guys' list, and we're very appreciative, and we really, really thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts that we get to do this kind of crap every morning for a living and have a really great time doing it and sharing our lives, getting roasted, roasting you guys and stuff. Love getting roasted. I like it.
So thick.
Yeah, dude. We're so thick. THICC. By the way, that's how you really spell thick. THICC, not THICK. Happy birthday, BB, one of the OG net bangers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. You want it sung in Spanish or you want it sung in English? Hold on.
Get the guitar.
Okay, let's get the guitar. Ready? Let's go ahead and put on a little show. This one's for BB. Are you?
Oh, my head hurts. Sorry.
All right, head's hurting. Ready? Okay. This song's for BB. It's called
Everyone
Happy
sing in
Birthday.
your
Ready?
homes.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Why don't you
Cha,
sing?
cha. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear BB. Happy birthday to you. I hope everyone sang at your homes, and if you did, please tell me.
Yeah, you might have some problems if you're singing happy birthday to some random girl on the internet over a live stream. But JK, though, happy birthday, BB. BB, by the way, is a huge Klein fan. We met her we met her a couple times at
No, I would say she's a huge ass fan.
she's a huge ass fan, but BB, she made it known. She got a soft spot for
All
Klein.
right.
She loves Klein. She's a Klein girl. But speaking about Spotify raps, okay, I admit I was a little envious because Vanessa had 90. What was your total minutes listened?
92,200
She
and
had-
something. That's
shit,
right.
beat my ass.
I'm a music person, but Johnny doesn't believe me ever.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you your flowers really quick because I had about like 82,000 minutes clocked in.
I had 75.
Nicole had, okay, look it. Nicole said she had 72. I consider Nicole.
75.
I consider Nicole Alvarez one of like KROQ's music aficionados.
We love music.
And for the wildest reason, she did not post or share her Spotify rap.
Because mine was obscenely inaccurate.
I hate that too.
My number one song is a song that I listened to for only 2 weeks when I was in Spain in the summer.
Weirdly suspicious. What is that song, Nicole?
It's called Dishes by a band called Wow. I don't even know.
Hey, guess what? Spotify don't lie.
How many new artists did you listen to?
I don't know.
I had over 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah.
And then one of them was that one song you were embarrassed to share.
No.
Jake, are you embarrassed with your Spotify?
Jake is never. Come over
Jake?
here,
Okay,
Jacob.
I'm going to give Jake his flowers too. Jake, surprisingly, had a
Lower
lot of
your face.
rap and had a lot of hip hop
I know.
artists.
I was
He had
shocked.
Kendrick Lamar as one of his
All
top
right,
artists and
Jake.
songs. They not like us. They not like us, bitch. They not like us. You think the Bay gon' what?
Huh?
You think the Bay gon' let you?
Disrespect pop, sucker.
Oh, bro, Jake's clean with it. Jake is hella clean with it. Wow, look, we have 200 people watching the stream right now. Hey, yo, chat. W's in the chat, bro. You guys are really making this happen. Thank you. Usually we get like about 100 million in the stream, in the chat, but today we got 200. Wow. Wowza. Really proud of you guys. Thank you so much. Also, too, just a reminder, we do want you guys to come out to our Acoustic Christmas live broadcast. We have a big surprise actually coming too, and we haven't shared yet. Do you know about it yet? You might have heard me and Timbo talking about it right now, but
Oh, I honestly.
okay, she wasn't listening. The net bangers are gonna love this one, okay? But it's a really pleasant surprise if we really, W's in the chat, bro. Yeah. Green hearts, gang bang out here. I mean, bang gang, bang bang gang, bang 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 gang, bang gang, not gang bang. Gang bang, no good.
Oh, I have to go. My boss is calling me.
Bang gang. She's got to go. Ooh, she's a big doo doo. Anyways, yes, we do want to see you at Acoustic Christmas. All of you guys there. You can still get your tickets right now. Go to Ticketmaster.com. Grab your tickets. The big surprise that we're talking about. Let me reel it back in. Drum roll.
Okay, that was quick.
That was a quick call. She's back. The big surprise. I don't want to say yet. Maybe we'll say it Friday, but I don't want to say yet. Is that an ad on our live stream? Why is there an ad on our live stream? There's an ad on our live stream. We're making no money from that ad too. Fortnite, you can go F yourself. If this surprise is really gonna benefit the NetBang, and I was so glad that we could figure this out logistically and have the engineers and Timbo come to us and say, hey, we can make this happen. We think we should do it. And it's gonna be great. And I think it's really gonna be really cool. And most importantly, doing it for you guys. And we want you guys to really be a part of this experience if you're going. I don't want to say what it is yet. We have to get it ironed out and we have to run it by everybody. But
we gotta iron it out.
Show me how you iron it out, Vanessa. Just iron it out. Hey, everybody. What should we drop for an iron it out? Give me a red heart for irons. Shout out to irons. Vanessa and I hitting that iron.
Iron.
And we're also getting ready to go to the Dodger game right now, too, because we got our blue. Are you wearing blue pants? Oh, she's wearing black pants. Okay, we almost color-coded. Almost. There we go.
Can I show you guys my socks?
Okay, sock game. Go ahead. Sock check, bro. Sock check.
Can you
Here we
show
go.
the
Ready?
camera?
Here we go. Ready? Hold up. Let me sock check
Everyone,
Vanessa really
check
quick.
out how cool my socks are. Yes, they are from
Sock check, bro.
In and Out.
Ooh, and those socks are high as hell, bro. She's down. Bro, hold on. Wait, one more time. Show me them high-ass socks.
Boom.
Let me see. Sock check, bro. Sock check. Yeah. Ooh, she got the vanilla chocolate shake ones, too. Oh, she got the shake In and Out socks right here. Hold on. Big sock reveal.
What do you have?
Big sock reveal. Look at this right here. The higher the sock, the downer the fool. Look at that.
It's white.
What do you mean just white?
It's white socks. No.
What do you mean just white?
Mine have a
Yours are
thing.
white too.
No, they have green.
Do you know what plant that is?
Yeah, palm tree.
Okay. Do you know what drink you usually get with those socks?
Yeah, milkshake. You said.
Anyways, Netbangers, we love you. We're gonna clock out right now. Work on tomorrow's show and do a little thingy thing. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Still a lot of you in the chat. Look at going active. Wow. Sock check. Remember to sock check your homies too. If you see a friend wearing ankle socks or have any socks that are falling and stuff, pull them aside. Let them know, hey, Joseph or Miranda, it's not cool to have low-hanging socks. Pull them bitches up. Pull them up sky high. It is cool to have your socks up. It is not cool to wear booties anymore. It is not cool to have your socks falling. You need to have your socks pulled all the way up because everybody knows, finish the line, the higher the socks,
The downer
the downer the foo. The higher the socks, the downer the foo. And we want to, and we're looking out for the Netbangers, and the Netbangers are going to look out for everybody else to remind you guys, check on your homies, make sure their socks are pulled up, and listen to the Klein Alley Show tomorrow morning, 6 to 10 a.m. for a brand new show.
It's Friday tomorrow. Bye.
Timbo, take it away,
Thank
baby.
you, Tim.
We know you didn't ask for these videos, but you're watching them anyway, which means you truly have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
So let this be a moment where we tell you to get your life in check.
Maybe you're still listening, or maybe you've completely checked out, or you're pretending to work at your desk right now. For whatever reason, thanks for watching, and we hope you watch more.
Yeah, and if you're supposed to be doing a different job right now, this is your friendly reminder to shuffle some papers and act annoyed and do things where you go like, oh, God, I'll get to this eventually, because that's what business people do.
Is that what you think business people do?
I assume so. I've never had a real job.
All right, so click like, subscribe to this or the podcast, or you can listen to the live show where you can't see our faces, and trust me, that's a bonus.
That's right, because this is what we also look like on the radio.
We don't look different.